Our story takes place in the Free Isles off the coast of the Zelish slave empire. In a time of monsters, magic, and the recent invention of gunpowder, the pirates of the Free Isles have prospered in a domain that earned its name in blood long ago, and have continued earning said name ever since. Beyond what the free captains demand of their crew, there is little law and no government. And what was once a free people that followed a code and held freedom above all else, is now a society who cannot resist the gold offered by the Zelish slave trade. While freedom becomes less important than wealth and renown, many of the free captains have begun staking claim to specific regions of the Free Isles, and some have begun raising crew and armies made entirely of slaves. As tensions rise, whispers grow of a possible civil war between the free captains, a war that could leave the Free Isles' fortitudes weakened for attacks from the Zelish in the west, the Sahuagin tribes hidden below the oceans, and a new evil that lurks above. The story begins in Port Peril, the largest of all the pirate ports, and home to the most powerful of the free captains. At a hole-in-the-wall tavern, fate saw fit to bring together a group of young, up-and-coming pirates. Pirates that would one day be known as the High Seven. While some of the group sought work, others came in search for information, and some came to drown their past in cheap alcohol. The next thing they remember is waking up from a drug-induced state and enslaved on the ship Rotwood, captained by an infamous and cruel pirate known as Harrigan the Butcher. Harrigan and his officers stripped them of their freedom and worked them to the bone and abused them daily. It wasn't long before the High Seven were filled with hate for their captors and began to devise a plan. Soon after that, the Rotwood overtook another ship, and her crew captured it after an easy battle. Harrigan declared the new ship would be sold at the nearest major port, and fate made sure that the High Seven was on its crew. Less than a day passed aboard the new ship before the High Seven made their move and mutinied, killing their captors and winning their freedom. Now sailing aboard a broken ship with a skeleton crew, the High Seven limped their way to a safe port and squibbed the ship. Finally free, and with a crew of their own, they set out aboard the tribe to earn their renown and write their own fate.
Yo! Who's your daddy? What's up, Dad fam? Joe the Stranger, your favorite filthy casual dadly dungeon master.
Oh no!
Sure says nope, not today. You're gonna be saying that to Death, but Death's gonna be like, nope, it is today. Anyway, welcome back. We missed last week because a bunch of us were sick and kids and like all kinds of stuff, and so half of us weren't able to come. So we just cheesed it for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And then some of us went home, and then some of us went and had ice cream. So
yeah,
it was a good.
No, the ones that went home went and played Smash. That was a good day.
Yeah, he came to my house.
Either way, I mean, it was still. We had fun. You guys didn't, but we did. Whatever. So.
Maybe they enjoyed it more
Colin
than the
Finney, what's up? Welcome. Says they call me Poppy.
Hey.
Hey. I love it when you call me Big Pop. But no, never mind. Yeah, if you a true player. I'm not.
I only know that from that movie.
Sure do.
And it was a great
movie.
What is that called? Sunball? No.
Hardball?
Hardball?
Google it is what
It was
it's
something like that. It was an excellent movie with Keanu Reeves. Back when loving Keanu Reeves wasn't cool, which
It is
I've been
Hardball.
doing since
I was correct.
Yeah, it was Hardball. Yeah, it was a great movie.
Great
Yeah,
movie.
he was great in Dude, Where's My Car?
I've liked Keanu Reeves since Bill and
He
Ted.
wasn't.
We don't need to
First
talk about how much Cameron likes
The
Keanu
movie
Reeves.
I actually saw
We
Keanu Reeves
really
in
don't need to talk
was a
about
walk
him.
was a Walk in the Clouds,
Ah.
and I was in love with him. I
The
was
first
like
movie
5.
I watched
an
with
interesting-
Keanu Reeves in it was Speed.
Ah, it's one of my favorites.
Also a great movie.
All right, anywho.
Bill and Ted.
But D&D is good too.
You know they're making another Bill and Ted?
Yeah.
Super excited for that.
D&D,
Say,
guys!
don't go places with Sandra Bullock.
Did she
But did
die?
she get,
But
did
did
she
you
get
die?
where she was going?
Other people usually die. Yeah, she got there.
I'm just saying, nobody
a bunch
wants to
of other
travel with
people
Tom
died.
Hanks either, but I
Not
sure
everybody
as
on the
heck
bus in Speed died.
You're right. Not everyone dies. Yeah.
Most people on the bus actually live.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do a brief
take
recap
those
while I'm
odds.
doing that. If you guys
Except
want to
for that poor
roll
old lady.
for we're starting up a fresh initiative because it's been a couple of
2
weeks
weeks.
and several weeks since our original initiative.
And the
So-
cards are all messed up anyway.
Yeah. Well, I just put them on there so I could remember names for our new battle
It's
map.
not great.
So plus
They're not
initiative,
messed up.
or are we
I
just
wouldn't
doing
mind
social?
on purpose.
No, this is actual
Yeah,
initiative.
good.
So
Okay.
plus or whatever. So last week, which was 2 weeks ago, we left off. You guys had sort of defeated all the enemies on those 2 ships that you guys had found.
One ship ran away like a little...
Yeah. You guys had so basically you guys found a bunch of ships that were derelict, boarded them, while half of you guys rode in the opposite direction looking for a ghost ship, which you did eventually find said ghost ship. On the derelict ship, you guys started getting swarmed by undead that just kept coming and coming and coming and coming. Eventually, they were
So many
destroyed when Menadora had some sort of vision.
But you never texted
which
me
said,
about I hold
You'll remember it, sure.
Roll
As
for
well as
history
Menadora
check.
does. Yeah. Gosh, you'll roll a history check. Do I remember what that vision was? Nope. You
I'm just
vomited
gonna write
afterwards.
it all down.
That's
Like, I'll just
why
go
you
back
can
and
just
watch it again.
watch it on YouTube. So afterwards, there was what the rest of you saw is Menadora just sort of like almost seemed to have a
Died.
stroke, fall to the ground, and then a blast of golden energy emanated from her, which just dusted the rest of the undead on the ship. At that same time, the rest of you guys were over on the ghost ship. Had gotten onto the ghost ship. 'Cause you
I
guys are
think
super
Shaggy and Simone deserve new titles.
smart. Shaggy and Simone.
Yeah, we should be called Horde Breakers.
You guys did kill a lot of stuff.
You were on a ghost ship. No one saw the things you were killing.
That's true. I mean, Simone was consistently just turning things to ash. Shaggy got a confirmed 22 kills.
Nothing.
And you guys did defeat the captain of the ghost ship, and then just after defeating the captain, Nova got ready to cast some cool magic and was turned it into a pot. During that
Excuse
point,
me. Excuse me.
Potted plant.
Before I defeated the captain.
you got turned into a pot, so you don't know.
Finally gonna be. I was gonna hear the words. I was gonna hear the words. I was gonna hear. How do you want to do this? And instead, I heard, "You're a potted plant."
I think we all enjoyed eventually. During that battle with the ghost ship, eventually it fired off its grappling hooks, started dragging you under as the ship slowly submerged. So by the time you turned into a potted plant, you were just floating. As you guys were about 5, the deck was 5 foot under. So I can't wait to show off the new battle map. A new angle that's much better and colorful. But after killing the captain, a few seconds later, suddenly the ship, you guys were about to crash into your ship. Sammy ran to the ship that was with the ghost ship and turned hard, while Samoan gunned it forward. You guys did collide, as you'll see. There's a little bit of damage, but it's not too bad. Most of you were able to manage to stay on your foot after half your crew's on their butts, but who cares about your crew? So there is.
They're all
You
nameless.
guys will be able to see if there's damage or not, but you guys can see once we get the battle map that you definitely hit each other. So while the ghost ship suddenly basically just turned to fog
Like little Jawas.
and disappeared, sending Shaggy and Riki tumbling over, which both
technically Nova.
slap shipped. No, Nova was in the water floating already, which is why she's now behind you guys, because you guys literally went past her, slammed into the side of your boat, because you both failed hard on those acrobatic checks, and then fell into the water, as your boat just, as the ghost ship just disappeared and vanished through. So that is where it leaves us. We are going to go ahead and start a new initiative order, because there's still something you guys have to deal with. Naming no names.
I don't know.
I got
What?
Who knows what's going on here?
possibly
Does anyone
be.
know what's going on?
No, I do.
Oh.
Yeah. We figured it out. I figured it out, remember? Get away.
Yeah, when you just told him run.
Run.
Is everything okay?
I heard the song.
Run.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, 25. Hey, Dalton, what's up? 25 to 20.
26.
26.
Wow.
You guys both have max dex?
Yeah, we both do. I have a +9 to my initiative.
You want to roll again and see who goes first?
Yeah,
Sure.
we're gonna need to.
Rock, paper, scissors. I almost pulled
Straight
them both
roll.
myself.
Just straight rolls?
Straight roll.
What is it?
18.
You ain't go first.
Okay, so 26 we have Shaggy.
That's fine. You can have this one to go first, you murderous cat. Last time you decided to
26
go last
we
for whatever
have
reason.
Menadora.
Boop, boop.
No. 15 to 20.
16.
15.
16. We got Iris.
You
You
stared at your dice a little too hard.
Nova. 10 to 15.
14. Yeah.
4, of course.
He's got that cleric
Maybe we
dice
should
on
make him a cleric instead, yeah.
there. Right?
Healers need to go last, right? That way
I don't even have that high of an AC.
Simone?
8.
8.
At least it wasn't.
It's a
one of those-
strong 8.
It's a strong 8. It's not a 1, it's a strong 8.
It's a strong 8. Yep. Okay. So, let's go ahead and put these in order, huh?
I'm telling you, man. Look. Little Jawas.
Dora,
Look at the gummy bears. Little Jawas. That's all this is.
Iris,
Little what?
Jawa.
Ewok.
Oh, yeah, Ewok.
Okay, Shaggy, you find yourself just slapsticked into the side of a boat. You really, really, really want to kill some more stuff. Like you're like looking around, or
Sir,
where'd all the
combat
undead-
hasn't ended for me yet.
Nope.
I'd like to go do something.
Okay.
I'm gonna go swim to my sister's potted plant and stab it.
Make a perception check to see if you even see the potted
I don't
plant.
see the potted
I would
plant.
also like to point out I still have 12 seconds of being a bright beacon.
Okay. 12 seconds. There is still.
I want to go stab the shiniest thing I can find.
Exactly is what I'm thinking. I'm like,
I still have
I'm
what?
right here, man.
Oh, you've got
7 rounds?
7 more rounds of wild magic. Yes. What was your perception check?
I didn't roll yet.
Oh, go ahead and roll for
Sorry,
roll
I
perception check.
heard that I might die swimming over there. So
You okay?
all of a sudden they're sharks.
I like potatoes.
Oh my god.
I like chocolate milk.
I think I see her.
Oh my Jesus, this is gonna be the best
24.
session ever.
24.
Did I see her?
You do see her.
Yay!
So you see her floating off in the distance. She
I did
is
that!
45 away. So with your tabaxi speed, unless you want to use bonus action, you can get up to her. You just see this little potted plant
cactus.
Little cactus.
Cactus.
A cactus.
Floating in the water.
She's gonna drown.
An angry
Too
pot.
much
That's all I
water
see
and
is an
salt for
angry
any
pot.
cactus.
Surprisingly, the pot is.
Do I need to
floating.
roll to hit her?
All in these jokes.
Yes, because if you get one, you'll miss.
Oh, they're
Okay.
pulses.
She does technically have an AC.
Got it. I'm gonna use a dagger, by the way, making that
No, 'cause
apparent.
they're gonna roll over
Okay.
and die.
Dagger.
So you have your other blade sheath and you pull out a dagger with your offhand and just stab.
Like a
I got
suicide eight.
5. So
A 5?
I got 5
Plus-
plus 8.
Plus 8, yeah, that still hits. She's still a potted plant.
Okay.
Wow.
And I'm not
It's a
doing
little
sneak
extra
attack or
because she's
anything
rocking
like
in
that.
the water, but
I'm not doing sneak attack or anything like that. I'm just
Probably could have just tried to drown me.
That's a terrible idea. Come back prone in the water. Everybody's like, what's going on over there? Nothing, just
roll for
planting.
damage.
Oh, I've never loved you more.
7 damage.
So you take, as a potted plant, you have 2 HP. So you immediately, and there is a blade in your side just a little bit, and you take 5 points of damage because it carries over.
Oh.
And you are back to you now. You're a little disoriented. You sort of remember the boat under you and sort of disappearing, but it's very. The memories are really weird because while you are technically a sentient potted plant, kind of, you also kind of weren't. So the memories are just, they're very muddled and very confusing. You do remember you liked being a potted plant.
Stab me with the
Like,
sleepy.
it was very serene.
That's my turn.
Okay.
Thinking about yelling at you, and then I remember why I was a potted plant.
So,
Stuff was going.
Minadora, you. Where, by the way, Minadora and Iris, you guys had jumped onto the ship. Is there anywhere specific you would have gone? Not
I
knowing
don't
that you
know.
were about to be hit by another ship.
Whenever we ended last time.
You guys had just
I
run
wasn't-
onto this other ship.
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
had both run to this ship. Would you just be near the planks where you
I thought
got on?
Minadora was in. Aren't you in your
Yeah.
area?
If you watch the end of last
Oh,
stream,
yeah,
I was
you
in
in,
and journaling.
You're that's okay. You were in the house.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
I
we will
wasn't even on
remove
there.
you.
I
Okay.
ran in and said, if anybody needs me, I'm journaling.
Okay. So
So I'm not even there.
yeah.
if
So
something happens,
Minadora,
somebody
you are
has to come get
currently
me.
just having a good time
Journaling
journaling.
away.
A lot of stuff happened. There's a lot of undead and some weird vision stuff. You're still a little dizzy from it.
Yeah.
So okay.
I'm just resting in my bed
That's-
journaling.
Yeah. Iris, you've
That's-
just gotten hit.
Yeah,
Like the
that's
boat
not-
just got hit. He is in the water, so you cannot see anyone over here. Oh yeah.
Because that's the
Right.
second desolate
Battle
ship,
map.
right?
No, so the desolate ships are beyond you. Currently,
we were
the
on
ship
this-
behind you is on fire.
Right. Because I thought we were on the second desolate ship, and I jumped onto the first.
You
one.
made it all the way to your boat. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You both made it to
Sorry,
your
I
boat,
thought
and your
I'd
boat
stopped
started leaving.
Okay.
I think they all ran away. Didn't they all run away because I told them, hey, that boat might explode. Get off of it, and then I ran away.
Possibly.
Yes.
That's right.
But yeah, so there are right now the scene. There are 2 boats that are derelict ships that are connected, and they are both
They're on fire.
fire coming out of all kinds of places.
Um,
So what are you doing? You just jumped overboard, and then immediately the entire ship rocked. And you can look over to the right and see the sails of your other ship that has just collided with the
Oh.
back end of you. Both ships are currently not
Yeah.
moving.
Iris looks like crap.
You are
She is
you look
like
real bad.
huge crap. And let's see, that's Simone up there?
Yes, Simone is up there. He was the one who kept you guys from taking a direct hit from your other ship.
I want to say, I'm quite surprised that he was able to do that with how perceptive he usually is.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good job.
What are you doing?
Is Sammy on this boat?
Sammy's on the other ship. Which you...
I couldn't.
The only technical healer you have just went to go journal.
I'm gonna walk over to Simon.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. You can get all the way there with your 45 movement speed.
Sweet. And say, do you have any healing spells left?
No.
Yes.
Like, you actually... do you actually look at me or you just keep staring?
I'm steering, but I say yes as I'm trying to hold on.
And
to
as
this.
you guys got hit, your momentum is almost stopped with that collision.
Oh, we already collided now?
Yes, you
Okay.
collided.
Yeah, apparently.
You just collided. Both the ship's momentum is more.
Alright, then Simon doesn't even hear that. He says, "My ship!"
A good portion of your crew that was out and about, or a lot of them are starting to stand back up because most of them didn't make their deck save.
And I'm muttering, he's worried about his ship. Set my ship on fire. I'm gonna start poking him. Could you, hey.
So she is trying to
Yes,
get your
she's
attention.
trying to get my attention to
Yeah.
heal her.
Nova, you are no longer a potted plant. You are floating. Your brother is right up in your face.
Stab him.
You do look around. The ghost ship seems to be just completely gone. There's nothing left of it. You see both of your ships just to your left and in front of you, and beyond that, you see other ships that are just engulfed in flames. What are you doing?
My ship.
Sorry,
down.
you what?
No, my ship.
The
I'm
ladder.
talking about the ghost ship.
There
My ship.
I yell my ship.
And then first things first. I'm gonna
Yeah.
roll a wild.
Right. Roll your wild magic.
I'm gonna roll a 30. Maybe.
Start
Let's see what
spilling
happens.
riches.
I'm gonna go bye-bye. 7 turns of wild magic.
It's gonna get real crazy.
You teleport 60 feet to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see. Where would you like to go that's 60 feet away?
I'm gonna go 60 feet down.
Okay, Shaggy, as you get up there, she comes back, and it's like you pull the dagger, and what was it that you had said to her?
Stab me with the sleepy air.
Stab me, and all of a sudden you see, she's just gone. You have no idea where she went. You appear 60 feet underwater.
Did I say anything?
Make a perception. You're looking around.
I want a free perception.
You see a lot of dark water.
Excuse me. I don't know if you know this, but I can see through darkness.
I can't.
Not X-ray vision. Dark water is still dark water.
Um, 15. Nope, 17. I lied to you.
17? Just to see the look on it. It's, water is pretty clear. It is very dark. You can see the moon up there. There are some fish. You do see the fire from the boat underneath, but that's it. You do see some debris floating over in that corner where the ship's collided.
There's the nice food. Straight up. You think back to Maxie's feet. I didn't move last time.
So
Being a
you
plant.
30. You use your action to do your full. Do you use an action to dash? Because even with the backsy speed, you can only swim at 30. Because normally you're.
I thought I used my action to do my perception check.
No, I get that to you.
Oh. Yeah.
So 30? Okay.
Yeah.
So you use your action. So suddenly she comes back up out of the water.
Did I make it all the way out? I was 60 feet down.
You would make it 60. Yeah.
And then
with
she
your
uses a
tabaxi
free
feet,
item
you
action to
would
hand
make
me
it
an
60
arrow.
feet. So you come out. Shh. Not your turn.
I don't know
You
why
come-
you're looking
You
at
come
me.
up out of the water.
When she's
Your brother is there with you.
Look, I'm making that big. I don't know. Do I?
I just.
There's a lot going on right now. Your brother's here, the ghost ship's gone, your ship's just collided,
Knows which
and
arrows they are. Use all my arrows. Just get sad and tell me to use all my arrows. Should have shot at him from underneath the water. Didn't realize I could make it all the way up.
So as you debate this, Riki, you had put on your mask, correct? So with the mask, you immediately 60 feet. Everything beyond 60 feet is just black void. You have no perception of anything beyond 60 feet. However, you do see slowly
Floating.
not floating, sinking. Like, it's not floating, it's sinking. And you see a bell that is sinking into the water. It is about... yeah, it's only about 10 feet from you, actually. It's about 10 feet from you and about 15 feet underwater already.
I'm gonna go get it.
You go get it? Okay. So with 15, yeah, you can get, with your full movement, you can get to it. You're now down underwater, 15 feet. You grab it. The bell's about yay big, pretty hefty.
Not to me.
It's true. To you, it's not that hefty.
Is the ship behind me? My ship.
The ship directly behind you appears to be your ship.
I like that phrasing. It appears to be your ship.
Sure, I'll climb that. I'll go back. Well,
Okay.
towards it.
So you use your
I'm gonna stay underwater.
reaction to grab it, and then you use your dash action to move 15 feet back towards your ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay underwater though.
Okay, so you're now underwater, but you're back up against your ship, carrying this this bell with you. Samoan, the ship just got hit. It wasn't like even a quick glance. You can tell it wasn't as bad. Like from feeling the hit,
Okay.
it wasn't as bad as it could have been. You don't know how much damage there is yet, but the ship doesn't seem to be suddenly sinking or anything. You do look to your left, and that there is those ships, like your ships, are starting to float away from them.
Okay.
And those ships are starting to, so they're starting to get some space between you and the two ships that are just on fire.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I notice her poking on my shoulder now at this point too, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll look
Roll
over
for
at her.
perception.
How bad do you look?
I look like I'm about to fall over.
She is. Yeah.
Didn't she
I
end
have
her
3
turn in
inches.
his area?
Oh,
You're blind.
Thank you. Yes. He is a just
forgot
glowing gold
forgot about
dragon. And so you get there, you're kind of like, man. And by the time you end your turn, suddenly
Okay.
everything is starting to just go white, and you're now blind. So you can still feel him. Like you're still like tugging at his arm. But yeah, you can no longer see.
Do you say
I'm
that?
dying. Is this heaven? I'm dying. Simone, I'm dying. I'm dying. In the light. I'm dying.
No, it's the other place. And then I give her a healing word at second level.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
It's
the other place.
It's the other place.
Which one is like
I
mine?
knew it.
So many places.
That's a 8.
if you hear a call, don't
Damage.
walk towards it.
Or
Healing
damage.
damage.
Healing. 8 points of
Stabbed you, but
healing.
it felt real good.
it was a comforting stab. Healing.
It's gonna be okay.
8 points of healing.
That's exactly what Shaggy's gonna say if he has to stab somebody. He's just gonna be like, it'll be okay.
My dragon's breath is gone because I did that, I believe, 2 turns before that. Before I can't remember quite, so we'll just say the dragon's breath's gone. And so I can't really see anybody in the water right now. They're
Yeah, no, with your, because you don't have dark vision, do you? Oh, you
have
do
the.
I was saying,
I
what?
have the.
Excuse me, sir. He is a part of our covenant.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
so you have
covenant.
so you have
vision.
120 foot dark vision.
So yeah.
They're still long enough away that you don't currently see them in the water with everything going on. You have to make a perception check.
Okay.
So you
How
don't see
dare-
anything.
Yeah, that's gonna go well. That'll. Bark darn it. That'll be my action.
Did you just say bar darn it? Bar darn it. That'll be my action. I am done with these. Excuse
I
me,
am
ma'am.
going to.
I believe I am owed one of those Reese's.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna look for them because I don't want to waste a spell or an action, and I just kind of want to make sure that we're still also moving away from those ships. If I can hold on to the
Okay.
helm while I'm
Yeah, fine.
looking. That's not bad. 16 minus 1, 15.
15 with a 15 because
Nice.
because of the magical
Extra
bond.
light coming from your
So
body.
proud of you.
Well, not just that, but because of the magical bond via Nova's Eldritch Sight that gives you that perfect dark vision up to 120 feet, you are able to make what you believe to be Nova and Shaggy floating in the water, probably 60-ish, probably closer to like 80 feet away from you.
And just looks like I'm holding an arrow going,
Can I yell for the sails to be dropped so that way we can just push off and head towards their direction?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I want to yell.
So you holler for them to go ahead and drop the sails so you can
Yeah.
turn.
And I'm
and you
I'm
can
aiming the ship.
see that they are. So this is from you. They're 40 or so feet off the side of the ship. They're not very far from your ship.
I'm aiming the ship right at them.
Okay, you begin to turn. Okay. Brings us to Shaggy.
I'll have you know, sir, that I stabbed something last turn.
You did stab something last turn. You did. Something that was technically living. So before you go, you hear a bang! Followed by a bang! Bang, 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 bang! And you look back and you just see explosions all across behind your ship.
Myself from, like, throwing gummy
Don't
bears
stare at
you.
them. Don't stare at. Don't. Real pirates don't stare at explosions.
You are turning away from them. You're about to drive away from the explosions. I do need, let's see,
This
who's
is
actually on
fine.
the ship? Iris and Simone, I need you both to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh great.
Did they just get
Iris,
shot at?
Iris is gonna go, was that my ship?
They kind of
You
got
get that
this
as
be-
a concuss-
Would this be athletics
No, this is a
or
dex
acrobatics?
saving throw.
Oh, Julie.
This is an actual saving throw.
You know,
Oh wait, okay.
it was kind of
Good.
shot.
There was a glare. I didn't see that. That was actually
More
pretty good.
just shrapnel.
By
I
shrapnel.
was gonna say, why are you upset
Yeah.
with that number?
There is
see
shrapnel
it all
followed
the way,
by
but
a
it's just-
concussive blast.
25.
25? Okay.
Nice.
No, 19.
19. Okay. So with the 25, so first you feel there are pieces of shrapnel everywhere. With a 25, you are able to look back and you see several pieces and you avoid them.
Like, would being blind affect that save?
You're a monster.
Yes, it would. Roll again. Your disadvantage. Forgot you were blind.
I couldn't
forgot to
remember
move away.
of that. I couldn't
He's a
remember what all that
monster.
affected.
Yeah. So just roll a second time. We're gonna take it lower.
No, I meant the way he ate it. Just
That's
Oh, yeah,
14.
that's wrong.
14. Okay. So with
you know what I meant.
with the 14, you both feel the explosion and there are pieces of shrapnel everywhere. Iris, you take 7 points of damage as several pieces of the ship collide, probably with your back. As you hear the explosion, you turn, but you can't see anything and are just hit with multiple pieces of shrapnel. After that comes the shockwave. You're 14,
Yeah.
which knocks you on your butt, which knocks you prone.
Oh,
Simone,
not forward, backwards? I would have thought forward over the right.
No, it knocks him kind of into Simone. Simone with a
I think he's
19.
laying on the rail.
Right, that's what
you
I'm saying.
two
Yeah.
take 7 points of shrapnel damage. You see it coming, but you're just not quick enough to get out of the way. However, you are able to kind of right yourself as there is a shockwave just after the shrapnel that follows it, and you're able to keep yourself from getting knocked down. Shaggy, there's a lot of fire now behind you, like so much fire. There's pieces of shrapnel like landing all around you.
Shaggy approved.
This is a familiar sight for Shaggy, so
True. The majority of your crew members are also on the ground. Several of them have large pieces of shrapnel in them. Some of them don't. Almost all of them got knocked down.
get up, rub some dirt on it.
Did Shaggy try to convince the traveler that that's more offerings?
You're welcome.
Look, more offerings.
I didn't
What
make it.
are
so
we
it
doing?
doesn't
What
count.
are you doing, Shaggy?
I'm going to take the arrow from my sister's hand and stab myself.
Did you pull out the correct arrow?
And I was going, but you use all my arrows.
Did you pull out 2?
No, I was waving one hand and doing this thing and being upset.
Okay.
That you didn't hear
Do
me
you-
say that
do
that's
you
what he
let
would have
him-
been
Do
seeing?
you let him make a... Do you let him take it?
If it's,
Just
I
gonna
can
take it, or
bonus
is he just
action
gonna
take
grab the arrow part?
I mean, do you let him take
Yeah,
it from your
I
hand?
let him take it.
Okay, so you take the arrow. What are you doing with it? Stabbing it? Okay, go ahead and make the save. Make it an advantage.
it. You told me last time that I had the choice to fail.
Nope, you were never above 20 kills with that thing.
Fair.
You're real high.
Okay. Make it an advantage.
Its tendrils run deep now.
Now, how do I? All right. What
So-
do I need to beat?
So
And what am I
is it
adding?
a 13?
I'm gonna beat the food in your mouth.
What
before
is
you
it?
start
This
talking
is the
again.
Taggart arrow, or Taggart or whatever, right?
It's a tight arrow.
Wasn't that a 13? Otherwise it knocks him out.
I
I believe it's a 13 constitution save.
I thought it was a 15, but
Might be a
you
15.
actually gotta beat
How
that.
much,
I feel like
does he have? How much health does he have?
31.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Let's just say,
Go ahead and roll.
What did I need to? What
It's
was
either,
it?
it's either 13 or 15.
If
you
it's
beat a
13,
we just call it a 13.
does it a fail, right? And then I fall asleep, right?
You have to get under 13
I have to get under 13.
to fall asleep. 13
You said
would
you
be a
have 30?
success.
30 health?
31.
But you're also rolling at advantage.
I'm rolling at advantage.
Uh-huh. There is
Is it 15 though? If it's 15, I fell asleep.
Go ahead and roll your second one. She's looking it up. Constitution saving throw. What was your second one?
17.
Okay, so either way, you can figure that out for later. Either way, you
It was
succeed.
a 10. It was a 10 plus 3, so that's 13.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm saying. Like if it's 15, wouldn't I
Yeah.
fall asleep?
But what was the second one?
Second one was a 17
So it
plus
doesn't matter.
3.
Which is a 20, so it does not
Yeah.
matter. Because as you stab this and as you try to just give in, you feel this like... At first you feel like it's adrenaline, and you realize it's something else. And it just kind of surges through you and pushes it off and says, you hear this nagging feeling that we need to stab something.
I stabbed myself and I'm a living creature. Does that count?
You can try.
No, I already did. I stabbed myself with an arrow.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Does that count?
You'll have to see when you end your turn.
I'm safe.
Can I use
now.
perception to see if I can find a fish?
Unless he kills every wolf mills.
And I would make you actually use an action for that, though.
Just in the bottom of the ocean collecting fish.
I need more
He
fish
comes
to
back
kill.
on one arm.
Poseidon
Tuna.
comes up.
It is
Now you
13.
have to deal with me.
Doesn't matter.
What are you doing? You very quickly stab yourself.
And
That's
then,
probably a bonus action.
and then I'm gonna swim as far away as I can from my sister.
Okay, you did use tabaxi speed last
that
time.
was a mistake.
I didn't use the backseat speed last time. Shit.
That's what I holler at you.
You also use backseat speed.
Did
No, I
you use
didn't.
maxi speed or did you?
To get to her?
bonus
No.
action to get to
I
her?
just used a bonus action. I
Okay.
have maximum. I have 30 movement.
What
in
direction
water.
are you going?
Say, that's a mistake.
What direction are you going?
She said that was a mistake, so I guess I'm just gonna stay here.
So you
and
start to
wait.
shift
my
around
sister
her?
says, that's what I say, is
Your
that's a
sister's
mistake.
grabbing. Your sister's grabbing as you go. She
Yeah.
can't say anything. She's already had her turn. So are you going?
No, I'll just stay there.
You gonna stay there? Okay. Go ahead and make your saving throw. Roll the dice.
Specifically because you said that we might all die, I wore this shirt
We're doomed.
specifically
I
for
got
today.
6.
It's not a nat 20. It's not
Not
a
nat 20, that's right.
Okay, so you fail your first saving throw. That brings us to Minadora.
Hello.
What are you currently doing?
I was still journaling.
Just journaling.
I mean, and I don't know.
Feverishly
I
journaling?
figured it would take at least 2 turns to get most of what I could potentially remember down in my delirium state.
If not more, yeah.
Right.
Because you're
Or at
probably a
least to
little
get-
slower because that's only 12 seconds. So.
Right. So at least to get like the key points down and then fill it in back in later. So
Yeah.
I'll just continue to journal this turn
Okay.
and then just depends on if anybody
decide
gets
what you
me.
want to do from there, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
As far as I know, everybody should be funneling in
Yeah. I mean, that's...
and be on our merry way.
Everything is dead. You killed all of it, right? Iris, what are you doing?
Except for my lovey
You are currently blind.
And on my butt.
And on your butt.
And back where I was before the healing word.
And it really hurts.
Ow.
Everything hurts so much. Yep.
I crawl.
Your ship is not on fire. Your ship did just get hit by shrapnel, but it's not on fire.
Can I like crawl away from
Oh, that's what
the shiny dragonborn?
Do you want to stand and then move, or do you want to actually crawl at half speed?
I'm gonna crawl.
Which direction are you crawling?
Just have a roll of
Actually,
D6.
no. Yeah, roll a d6. Because after getting knocked down and blind, you don't know where you are. You don't know what direction you're sitting.
1.
1. Okay, so you start crawling backwards.
Okay.
All
And
of a
I'm
sudden,
gonna,
I hear
How
a
far do you go?
splash
There's
behind me.
5. You keep going.
like 10 feet.
I think so, yeah.
So there's 10 feet,
Yeah.
which would be 20 of your feet.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go, why are you so shiny? Can you stop?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, well, want to talk to you, but could you,
You do as
You're
you're
hard to
crawling
look
back.
at.
You feel the mass to your side as you're crawling back. So you you kind of have a
yeah,
idea of where you are on the ship now.
yeah. Am I still blind? Like,
You are
once I
blind
got
until
away
the
from
end
him?
of your turn.
Okay.
As long as you don't end your turn in his space.
Um,
Do you want to stand up?
Yeah,
all I
I'll go
can
ahead and
see is
stand up,
this
I guess.
tiefling going,
Yeah.
want my feelings stripped back.
like her
just
hand
your
just
eyes
keeps getting
are
like
just
prickled.
you got
From all
huge
the
bags. You look pale.
Yoda.
You're not that bloodied because that damage didn't come from physical. It just came from that thing knocking you
Gotcha.
unconscious and draining the life from you. Do you want to go ahead and stand?
That
So
sounds
you're
so
moving.
much better.
I know, right?
So
No,
no
her
one
ears.
ever.
I thought her ears were bleeding.
Yeah, your ears are probably bleeding a
We
bit.
still have that
Probably
ringing
are.
noise.
I'm kind of singed.
Is there
looking.
anything else you're doing? What are you doing?
Your
You
skin looks a
crawl
little bit
back.
red than usual.
Ask him to make the shininess stop.
Yeah, make it go away.
She's just crab walking back. I'm getting too much.
Just
tell
sit
him,
down.
I'll tell him. Yeah, I'm gonna say when you're not busy and you're not shiny anymore, I want to talk to you. I'm just like gonna lean up against the mast.
Not
Like,
like you're shiny.
No, I'm just gonna hug you. Just like, I mean, I feel safe here.
Little busy at the moment.
Back on our ship. My ship went away. I'm gonna pout. My ship's gone. Pretty sure it was my ship blowing up.
Nova. You are floating next to your brother. Go ahead and first make your wild magic. This will be number 5.
68.
Woo! Second.
You are frightened by the nearest creature until the end of your next turn.
I'm reading. I know what it is.
Sorry.
Shh. Thank you for ruining my moment.
My bad.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought
So
you couldn't
you
find it.
suddenly. No. I was confirming what frightened does, so
Oh,
I
okay.
can know what she can and can't do. So you suddenly look
That's
at your
definitely
brother
89, right?
and you see. 89's probably worse.
Yeah.
You look at your brother and you see those. You see his eyes and they look bloodshot, but it's not red. It's black. And suddenly, you have never seen anything more terrifying than him in your life, and all you can think about is just you need to get away from him. And you are terrified.
No
Frightened.
one loves you.
What would you like to do?
What is frightened?
You cannot willingly move any closer to him.
Okay.
And you have disadvantage on pretty much anything you do while within line of sight.
Sharpen and scream, go away.
What would you like to do?
God damn
I go, and then I would like to take out an arrow, and I'd like to hand it to him.
Hand it to him.
Okay, you just hand him another. You're just like, you're like slowly like leaning away and just picks up the arrow.
Just get a doggy paddle just about.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, sure. No, I can leave this. I'm definitely gonna get out of this space. Actually.
Okay,
By
so
at
you
least
just kind of
5
toss
feet.
the arrow out. And
No,
you
no,
kinda,
no. I know how this works. I do not toss the arrow into the ocean in his general area.
Well, I'm not gonna grab it.
I do this. And then doggy.
Unless he wants to use a reaction to take it from you.
That's fine.
Okay, you use your
Okay.
reaction up to take it. And how far do you move away?
5, 10 feet. 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. Which uses 20 of your movement speed. 10. You slowly start swimming away. And that is.
And then I do this.
Okay.
I say, wild magic's real weird.
I don't like being scared.
I'm not dead.
Am I?
yet.
I would know this is my shit. The tribe. I would know this is the tribe, right?
Yes.
Then I will go along the side down to the
Down this side?
yeah.
Okay. That's 5, 10, 15. That's your normal
When
movement.
when
You
that
use an
ship is
action.
in my sensory range, do I know that as the ship that I was on before I got on that ship?
This one?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. You'd be able to recognize that it's your ship.
Okay. Then I'm going to go towards that ship. I'm staying underwater.
Okay. So that's
So
your.
you said I was
you would
15
action.
of it. I was.
So you're 15 feet underwater.
Yeah.
So you just moved 15 with your movement speed, using your action to dash for another 15.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Okay. So you are still.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're too big.
Yeah.
Why are you so ginormous? You're still underwater.
Yeah.
It's because he's technically a large creature after gaining 2 inches.
Nope. He's
No,
not gained 2 more inches.
1 inch
He's-
away.
Yeah, 1 inch
Oh, 1
away.
inch away, that's right.
He's not 10 foot. Okay.
Yeah.
So that brings us to Simone.
Kiss it, dear.
I would know how much damage keelholing somebody
No, I'm just
would
gonna
be,
do
right?
The enlarged spell too.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I have one of those potions.
It's a lot, right?
Yeah, it's quite a bit.
If you can actually successfully hit me, you wouldn't know, your father would know. I was already successfully keyholed once.
You know what they say, second time's a charm or something like that. Whatever.
I'm not the bad guy.
I'm going to Is there any way that I can maneuver the ship to where I don't hit Nova?
I mean, they're close enough. You don't feel like you're going to be able to avoid hitting her and hit Shaggy.
Okay. I will. Nope, there's no way I can do it. Yep. How far out am I? 100. We said about 120 feet. I saw him out, but how far am I now? Have we moved at all yet?
You've not moved yet, no. So they're only like 60 to 70 feet from you.
And casting a message to Nova.
Okay.
It's a 120 foot range.
Yep.
You, what?
I'm casting a message to Nova.
Oh, because of him.
And yep. And I am going to say, Nova, get out of the way of the ship. And I am going to start turning the ship toward Shaggy.
Okay. You crank the wheel, and the ship begins to move. So that's the end of the
I am
round.
also no
so the
longer
ship
shiny.
will move at the first. Yes.
A beacon of a lighthouse. I guess I can wait till my turn.
Okay. So as the ship starts moving, you do hear cracking. A cracking sound. Make a perception check.
'Cause I'm so good at those. Yes, that too.
Iris, you can make a perception check too, because you're no longer blind.
Oh.
End of your turn, so you stop being blind. You got a 2?
Yeah. That was a 3 minus 1. 2.
Okay.
That took you so long to
That wasn't with me.
read. Oh, okay.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm not going to die.
11.
Or
11?
kill someone.
I was gonna say.
You both hear this cracking sound, and you hear a couple of people start yelling, "No, no!" But that's it. You're unsure where the sound is coming from. You're not even sure who's yelling. With an 11 and a 2, you're not even sure who is yelling, "No,
Can I
stop,
see?
no." You are underwater.
I got senses for 60 feet around me.
True.
Did you
I'll
say
go ahead and let you
Simone
make-
is hearing.
Go ahead.
Go, go,
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Did you say you stopped being shiny?
Yes.
No. Oh, at the end of
I
the
am
turn.
at the end of my
You're
my turn. I
finally
am no longer shiny.
Yeah, and I'm like, thank you.
Why is the blood everywhere?
Okay,
So it's just gonna be a perception check.
trying to figure out if I have advantage because of the mask.
No, you do not.
Okay, cool.
But I do take into consideration that you have the mask, which gives you a different type of sensory.
Okay, I got 11.
An 11, you don't hear cracking because you can't hear anything. You don't
Wait,
hear anyone.
perception 12.
12? Okay. It's a little better, at least. So while you can't hear the cracking and you don't hear people saying no, what you do notice is there is a rush of bubbles that suddenly just appear in this area as this ship starts to move.
Would I feel any of this? I probably wouldn't,
You
right?
do not.
No.
You're in a different
Okay.
dimension.
Yep. I had to try though, right?
Yep. Okay.
Do I know which direction the bubbles are coming from?
Yeah, you can see
Just-
that they're in this area, like the back of this ship and the front of this ship. There's suddenly just bubbles appearing everywhere. You're unsure what's causing it because you're 12, but you can see that there's something creating a bunch of bubbles.
Okay.
Shaggy, what are you doing?
14. I didn't pass. I'm gonna stab myself with this new arrow.
Okay. Go ahead and stab yourself and then make your same thing. Make a check at advantage to resist it.
I have a question
Make
real
sure it's
fast.
actual
Yeah.
skin this time.
I have 2 questions.
Go ahead.
Because me knowing it, I feel like she would know would affect. Heal Holly. If they hit him and knock him out, he's gonna take damage as it continues to bump him and he drowns, correct? I feel like I was a boater, I would know that.
Make
A
an
boater.
intelligence check.
I was a boater.
Fairly low DC. Make an intelligence check. A boater.
I was a boater.
Boater person. Good person.
I've been on a boater before.
Just
I don't have wheels,
intelligence?
right?
8.
An 8. You feel like that might be, but you're not. You're not sure.
We've only been on a boater.
Maybe it could work. It might. It's really.
It's
iffy.
not
You're
about
just
working,
sure.
it's about will he drown and
You're not
die?
sure if he'll drown or die because you know he's really tough. So you're just not sure.
Next question, Shards of Fate.
Mhm.
If I want him to fail, does it negate both? Or since he has advantage, how's that work?
It auto fails.
Okay.
That's correct.
Alright. I'm gonna Shard of Fate him.
Okay.
Why
You
are
had
you
not
wanting
seen
him
his
to
roll
kill
yet,
me?
correct?
Huh?
When he rolled just now, you had not seen
No,
him.
he rolled 14 to stab himself.
Oh, to hit yourself?
Yeah.
No, you don't have to roll to hit yourself. It just like that's you're stabbing yourself. It's
Okay.
real easy. Okay, so you
I
stabbed
thought
yourself.
that's what the problem was the first time. I just
No,
couldn't
the first
stab
time.
myself.
No, the first time
properly.
you stabbed yourself, and your body rejected the poison because you were unable to just fail to the poison.
Okay, so since I auto fail, does it just like barely touch me, and then I'm just like, ha.
pretty much. So you still stick yourself
Yeah.
with it. I hadn't actually thought of that too because you stabbed yourself with that before, which that would actually do. What is your arrow? What's the arrow damage?
Oh, my basic arrow damage?
Is it a D8? You're gonna say it's a D. Just a D8, right?
My basic arrow damage is a D8 plus 5.
Okay, so, well, it doesn't matter plus 5.
Okay.
Roll 2 D4s. One for the first one that I forgot, and one for this one, because you're stabbing yourself with an arrow.
I took a whole grand total of 4 damage.
Okay, so you take 4 damage, and the poison does take effect, and you begin to fall asleep.
It's not asleep, it's unconscious.
Unconscious, so you fall
I feel like
unconscious,
there's a difference.
and then you start to sink into the water. Okay. That brings us to Menadora. You spent the last 12, 15 seconds scribbling. You've got pretty much like the
main
real
bullet
basic,
points.
like the bullet points down. What
Toss
would you like
it.
to do?
Stretch. Peek open the door. I want to make a perception check to hear if I can hear the non-existent people.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
I feel like I wouldn't just be like, "There's no one here."
Yep.
I feel like
you
I
actually
need to
have to
know.
make a perception check.
Let me use my shiny dice. Oh, I shouldn't have used my shiny dice. Maybe it was just that. Maybe I just don't like that one. Perception. It's an 8.
It's an 8.
Yep.
You hear creaking. You do hear some noise off in the pub. And your initial thought is, oh, someone in the pub. It's probably Shaggy and them, because that's their pub. That's about all you get. So there are definitely people
Right.
in there. You're not sure who they are.
I feel like since at least 2 of the people that I did just see just saw me have a very serious epileptic attack, they probably would have came to see me. I'm gonna remember that point after my big stretch. I'm going
We're
to
upset that they didn't come to see
yes. So I'm going to go upstairs and look in the pub.
you. Go to the pub. Okay.
Yeah.
It's downstairs, but yeah.
Oh, I don't know where this thing is. It's,
No problem.
It's in this area.
Okay. So
And I'll
you
just
use
go
your.
look in
I
there.
assume you're not like running over there. Or you're just using your more normal speed.
I'll use my normal speed as much as I can take, because I'm assuming it's not actually that far away. I wouldn't need my tabaxi speed to get to it.
It'll be probably a good 60 or more feet just to get down and around the corner to where you're not actually in the pub, but you're like down the hall.
Okay. And then I'm assuming I wouldn't be able to hear the people question. He's usually pretty loud when he's in the
You
pub,
just hear people in there.
regardless if
Yeah.
he's drinking or
Because
not.
you're still running on that 8, so as you're moving closer to the pub, you hear some laughing and stuff. There's not a lot of people in there.
Then I would
which
turn around.
Makes sense, but
If there's not a lot of people in there, I know Shaggy's not in there.
so that'll
I
be
would just
your
turn
yeah. So
around.
that's your
That-
movement.
that
so
would be
you,
my
you
turn.
turn around and yeah, because there's only a handful of people in the pub.
Yeah, then I would.
You're
It
not
seems
sure
like
why they're in the pub to begin with, because wasn't it hands on deck? Okay.
Huh. Thank you for that bit of information. Now I need to yell at people.
Iris.
Why?
Yep.
Iris
Write that
and Simone make a dexterity saving.
I've said I wrote pup and not pub.
What about?
Apparently I'm not on puppy. I mean, that has an Eli in
12. Simone, dexterity saving throw.
12. What?
Make a dexterity saving.
Yeah, I did. 21.
Okay. So, Simone, you are fire resistant, correct?
Yes.
So, Simone, you take 12 points of fire damage.
I
Iris,
am also fire resistant.
you are fire resistant? Okay.
I'm a chief.
So you take 24 points of fire damage. And suddenly there is a
Same one's down.
fireball
Iris is also
on top of you. The rest of you hear and chattering of teeth. I rolled a long time ago to see how many initiative rounds it would take before he showed up.
Oh,
Um,
man.
No. Didn't I tell you?
Oh, man.
So you guys just hear
Didn't I call
laughing
it?
and shattering of teeth, and
We
the
don't
rest of
hear
you,
that because we're both
You guys
unconscious.
don't. The rest of you guys hear that, and then you hear the explosion of a fireball go off.
I don't hear
At the
anything
back
because I'm
of the ship.
unconscious also.
Oh, you're unconscious too. Oh gosh.
These
Okay.
two.
What's
Because you're downstairs.
She is heading away.
He's
flushing, you're heading away
underwater.
from the
He's
pub.
underwater.
So
I'm
you
real worried.
However, you are close enough that you perceive this blast of energy, and you can sense that they both just collapse from the fire. Steam coming off of them. They're both charred, even with their fire resistance.
What's the rule on if you something about if you go unconscious and like how many?
So the excess damage
Yeah.
from whatever has to exceed your total health.
Oh,
So
it's your total. Oh,
it's your-
okay.
whatever your
For some
total
reason,
health
I
is.
thought it was half.
So it has to bring
Okay.
you to 0, and then whatever's left over, if it exceeds your
Okay,
max
okay,
health,
then we're
it
fine.
auto kills you.
Got it.
So yeah, so I know
For some
48
reason
does not do it.
Well,
Okay,
I, thought it was
no.
I thought it was half your total health. I was like,
No, yes, it's not half. No, it is total. So that brings us to not Iris, because you're unconscious again.
How?
Actually, it does bring us to you. So make a death saving throw.
Oh, real quick.
No.
I should have brought this up earlier. I brought hand sanitizer.
Oh, that's great.
It's sweet candy, sweet pea, and vanilla.
I'm gonna go ahead and call him the real dad, because he's real bad right now.
He said he's looking.
Do you add anything to a death
He's
save?
just real bad.
This
No,
is
it's just
the
a
real bad.
straight
Okay.
D20 and
Well,
10 or
did you get
higher
the
succeed.
spell?
So you succeed your first. So mark that you succeeded your
Okay.
first
Dang it.
death saving throw.
And then we'll just run away.
I mean, I am the controller of the bell, I guess. So whatever happens should be in my favor. I don't know how this works.
Don't ring the bell. Sounds like a bad idea.
When he ringed it, he got help.
We're
And
done.
your ship is surrounded by zombies.
No, not
They don't attack you. They don't.
I'm the
That brings
captain
us
now.
to Nova. You hear this explosion off in the distance. You hear that chuckling
The boat's
and
still
chattering.
Your brother.
Your brother is starting to.
Can you still be feared of something
Unconscious?
that's unconscious?
She is. She cannot move towards you
That
until
it-
the end of this turn.
I thought it was the end of my last turn.
It says the end of your next turn.
Click
And
the
that
spell.
happened your last turn, so it'd be in the end of this fall this one. So you
So-
cannot move towards him yet.
So it's your turn again, so wouldn't you have to roll?
Well, because you didn't go down
But
to
you do roll for wild magic.
Go down to 0.
So this is number 6.
92.
How are you getting real close to healing yourself?
92. I'm not going to tell you what that one does. Because it doesn't kick in unless something specific happens. You do feel this, like, soft, warm, just sensation through your body. It's really nice.
Every time you say that, all I can think of is somebody piddling themselves.
Yeah, basically, your body in the water around it feels like you just peed just
I really
everywhere.
wish that I
Is it
knew more
warm?
about
Feels
wild magic.
warm.
Or like that,
No, see, this is more fun when you don't know what it's going to do. It's
that,
not a bad thing.
that stuff that they put in your arm whenever you get an
It says,
MRI
"Oh, don't worry, it's
to
not a
light
bad
up
thing."
stuff. That's what it
Okay.
reminds me of.
Okay.
If I were to
Would you
throw
like to
a
do?
dagger in the water, is that a disadvantage?
Throwing?
Doesn't matter. Never mind. Everything's a disadvantage. So I'm not gonna throw a dagger. I'm gonna shoot him with a crossbow.
Shoot who?
You. You wake up when you take damage. I know things. My character knows things. And it's a disadvantage, right?
Why am I getting hit?
But it's not. I'm gonna use that to chaos.
Because you like to hit people.
I've done nothing wrong.
Because you let that skull out of your bag.
Right.
At the request of someone.
Next
Let's point
question.
that
Is his AC effective? He's unconscious. Still a thing? He can't really dodge.
Wouldn't attacking an unconscious
How did
thing
that
make
work?
an advantage? So wouldn't it just be a straight roll?
It was a straight roll anyways.
It's straight roll anyways.
I just wondered.
What's your AC
Now,
currently?
here's the question.
It's at 20, right? What is your
Well, it's only
dexterity bonus at?
20 when I'm dual wielding.
Let's do it this way. What kind of armor do you have?
I have studded.
Gives you what, a +2?
Yeah, and then I also have a necklace that gives me +1. And
Okay,
then
so his AC is 13. We're gonna say since he's unconscious, he cannot use his dexterity and all of that to add to it.
I got a 14!
Okay, roll for damage.
you just barely hit your unconscious brother.
You're lucky I didn't do.
You're unconscious, brother.
Did
Stop
you use a
talking.
wild magic arrow?
Nope. I used a crossbow arrow. I used a crossbow
Bolt.
bolt. And I hit you for 12.
So you take 12 points of damage in your shoulder, and all of a sudden, you wake up. You're about 5
Can
feet
I
underwater.
use
So he couldn't breathe deeply?
what's
'cause
it called?
Uncanny dodge? I don't think so.
Nope.
No, he
You
can
were-
breathe in deep.
Why not?
You can breathe
All
in.
damage.
Nope, you cannot use uncanny dodge because you're unconscious.
You were. Now you
Now that you've taken the damage, you are now conscious again.
Is it a bonus action or an action to talk to Simone? Doesn't matter.
It's a bonus
Ah,
action.
but it would matter. I don't know. Do I?
What?
About the skull? Oh no,
That's a
he's unconscious.
disappointment.
Oh yeah, you would not know. that
I
he's
wouldn't be able
unconscious.
to tell.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell.
And you
just
said
know
it's a
There's no
bonus
static.
action?
it's a bonus action.
Okay.
Simone.
So I would have
No longer.
shot him, smiled real big that I hit him. And then I would have used a bonus action to say, I fixed it, don't hit us with the boat.
Okay.
Would I feel
Does she
like
get a message that says the person you were trying to reach is not available right now?
You do not get a message back.
Just a dial-up sound.
Now you know.
I know
that
something
he
bad is happening over there
Yeah.
because I heard and saw and I heard
so
the
as
laugh.
you're coming to consciousness,
Am I
and
the
you
last
start
person?
to take a
Oh.
no, hold on, Lenny,
Okay.
and you start to try to take a breath and realize I'm underwater. You then hear, "It's okay, he's fine. Don't hit us with the boat."
Except it comes out as
Okay.
it's still underwater.
Yeah, I mean underwater.
Mind talk.
Riki.
Mind talk.
Oh, so I don't get to move?
Oh, do you have to move? Yes, go ahead.
I know bad things are happening over there.
Okay.
I'd like to move as much as I can towards the boat.
You did not use tabaxi speed, so you can use it again.
No. You can only use tabaxi speed if the turn before you did not
Oh,
move
you
at
didn't
all.
move at all. You're right.
I
yeah.
moved a
Okay.
little bit
So you can go
in
5, 10, 15
That's fine.
is your movement.
I like to be looking out, but in case
Okay.
anything is fighting happens.
Riki, what are you doing? You can sense that Iris and Simone are on the ground. What you're pretty confident are unconscious because they're not moving. You do not sense this. You do not sense whatever threw that fireball. It is outside of your 60-foot radius, and everything outside that radius is just black. As you have the faceless mask. For those of you who have not seen the faceless mask,
Start
it
banging.
literally just covers ears, face, and everything just becomes void, blank. He has no eyes, no mouth, no
Until I
nose.
paint
God.
it. Oh yeah, and it's gonna be creepy.
You can use verbal magic, but you can't speak normally.
I'm just gonna start. The last time I saw someone bang on this, good things happened for them. So I'm going to start banging on it,
Underwater?
seeing if things happen for me. Yeah. A bell's a bell, especially if it's magic.
There, it shimmers for a second, and nothing happens.
For a second.
There's like a quick shimmer, and then it just goes away. Nothing happens.
Maybe it needs air. The bell needs to breathe.
Take that as your free item action to hit the thing.
As do you. Breath is important.
Yeah. No. Not
Yeah.
that scary.
Oh, fair enough.
He does not need to breathe.
Oh, fair enough.
He does not need to breathe. He does not need to eat.
Mhm.
Drink.
So
It is a creepy magic mask.
What's your best?
So I'm gonna go up into the air. And
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
you
chop
use
back.
your full movement feet, 5 feet or 15 feet. Come up out of the water. I'd say you go.
But you don't.
You try to go, and then you realize you can't. Nothing, like you're not breathing anyway. Like you're breathing, but nothing is coming into your mouth. Somehow the mask is just supplying you with oxygen.
Alright, ring the bell again.
So you bonus action, you hit it there again. There is a shimmer to it, like where you hit it, it spreads out a brief shimmer and shine. Should not actually have a show. And then
Sure.
I'm just as
Going back underwater.
Use your action to go back underwater.
Going back underwater with power.
15 feet down. What are you doing?
20.
You can only go 15.
Okay.
He's like,
And
I want to
action will
go
get
further.
We'll get you 15 more feet in water. Okay. So you just swim back down, pouting. You don't have lips right now, so you're not actually pouting, but in your heart,
You're pouting.
you're pouting.
Yes.
You
Just
have
cross
no
your arms
mouth.
over.
Okay. Riki is either super helpful or
Not at all.
not helpful at all. That brings us to Simone.
Okay,
Make
wait.
your
When I
first
went up, did I
death
sense
saving throw.
anything?
You did not.
When I, okay. So that means he's from water level 30 feet above. More than a 30.
Oh, thank you. I thought you were just gonna down that entire
That's
thing.
exactly what I was doing.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, the bubbles. Carbonation is burning his throat.
So that is death saving throws, just a straight D10. 10 or higher. Simone fails his first death saving throw.
Also, would it have been a minute for my storm? My storm still up there?
Yeah, it's probably got 4 more rounds, I'd say. 3 or 4. We'll
I
call
have
it
a
4.
question.
Yes.
Since we no longer have that cleric, do we just get that money back from the spells, or do I have an
You
object
guys
in
can
my
get that.
pocket?
I mean, you technically do have the cleric. So you could either... I will let you take the money back, since the cleric's no longer part of our game. You say, he's still on the ship. Somewhere down and below. You don't know what he's doing.
So if I went to him and told him I needed an item that I can carry it on me, he would probably say no, right? Because that's not a thing I can have.
Oh, for the spell? No, it's actually a spell he casts. You
Take
just
my
bought
money back.
you bought the stuff to use it. So
I need to remember how much I spent on that now.
okay. So that brings us to
Me. Or Shaggy.
Yeah,
Shaggy.
Simone, that actually hold on. I need to add something.
Shaggy's awake.
You're awake in 5 feet of water.
A lot more than 5 feet
That brings us to Shaggy.
Well, he's under 5 feet. Fair enough, it's an ocean, I get your point. In the deep blue sea, deep blue sea.
How far away is the boat from me?
The boat from you?
Yeah.
About 50 feet.
I'd like to swim to the boat using my movement and my tabaxi speed boost. For I did not actually move last turn.
This is true. Okay. So that puts you at the boat. You do have 10 feet of movement left. You're gonna climb
Do
the
I
boat.
see the thing? Do I need to make a perception check?
The chuckling?
Do I see
You
anything?
don't see anything.
Don't see anything?
You'd have to make an action to try to spot it. You are still in the water.
But he wouldn't have heard it chuckle.
That's
He was
actually right. You don't
unconscious.
know.
Yeah, I was
It's-
unconscious.
You don't even know that fire happened.
I got up, murmured, and then went to the boat.
Yeah.
Am I on the boat?
You have 10 more movement speed. It's 15 to get up the boat, so you can begin going up the side.
Spaghetti.
I want to begin to go up the side.
Begin. Okay, so that's 10. Do you want to use a bonus action or anything to move further? Okay, so you are now 10 feet. Somehow above the boat, but still below it.
Got it.
It's weird.
Just go with it.
Everything is scary today.
I'm not rich enough, and I don't have people give me free things like Matt Mercer and all the other cool guys, so we don't have real,
Actual multi-level. quotes.
multi-level,
So
with freaking fog machines and pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
One
Synth
day,
Darren
you
cool
two.
stuff. That's what
Yeah.
One day.
One day.
One day.
Okay, so
Enter PO
that's your
box at the
movement.
bottom of the screen
What
here.
else are you doing? That's it?
Yep.
Okay, so you're just about 5 feet from
Gonna
the top
continue to
of, top of
murmur
the
to
ship.
myself. Actually, can I use? I wanna try to talk to Simone and say, "What do you mean, crash boat?
Hit boat.
It's about
Hit
fragile,
boat.
fragile body."
Here's the bonus action. Nova, you hear this. Simone,
He's
we're
pretty
out.
accurate.
Yeah, he's
Right
pretty
there.
accurate. Tongue sticking out of the
Can
mouth.
I use my reaction?
You can use your reaction to respond.
To say, don't hit the green skull. I don't have enough arrows.
Green
Don't
Okay, so you
hit
hear
the
green skull.
skull.
You're not sure?
I'm gonna roll a history check.
Go ahead and make a history. Well, no, make an intelligence check.
Intelligence.
Straight intelligence check. See if you put two
So
and
no
two
modifier.
together. Yeah, intelligence modifier. Yeah.
Got it. No.
He's not very intelligent.
What? So you're confused, but it's not.
No,
it's not
I'm
surprising.
pretty smart.
Your
I just
sister
rolled
says
the two.
your
so.
sister says weird things a lot.
Yeah.
So
That's why I phrased it the way I did.
Menadora,
Hello.
you what are you doing?
I'm gonna turn. Go into the pub. What are you doing? All hands on deck. Get up there.
You see about four guys in the pub. McStuffins is like pouring them drinks, and they're like tucking their shirts in and like one of them, like they're pulling their belts back on because They
Does
just
that
kind of
one have
like
his pants
they took
off?
no, they took their gear off. Yeah, none of them have pants on. It's a real no. They had taken their gear
Weird
off.
stuff
Just
is
playing, they
happening
were
with
playing
this
a
stuff
certain game of
and-
cards.
No, they had taken all their heavy gear off.
Okay.
Put it on the counter. So
Conversation
they start to
that
put
we
their
had.
gear back on, resheath their swords, and they're like, "Yes, ma'am!" And they all start to run out. So that's about 20 movement to run in and yell at them.
Well, I was just gonna poke my head in.
Well, you
Because
weren't
I was
quite
already
there.
at the. Well, you said I was close enough, so I was just gonna poke my head in,
Okay.
yell at him. Not to get all the way in there, just, but you know.
Where are you
And
going?
then I'm gonna tabaxi run all the way up.
Did you use your tabaxi?
Nope. I just used my
Just
normal
use your
movement. I made
movement
sure because
bonus.
I specifically said I don't need tabaxi movement to get to the pub.
Yeah.
To the pub.
Because you rogues can dash like 100 times
Yeah.
each. Okay.
So.
So you
Then
use your
I'm just
tabaxi
gonna-
speed. 60 feet will get you back to the door to
Okay.
come out.
Yeah.
So we'll say it's just enough for you to step out.
Before I step out,
Uh-huh.
I would like to sneak because nobody's down there in the bar, which means something must be going up on deck. I would like to take my action to actually sneak out.
So you get the So you can do that as an action or a bonus action.
Okay.
So you get to the door, drop into a crouch. Go ahead and roll stealth. Would you slowly?
Because I know the door's there, which means I'm covered
Open the
still.
door.
I want to make sure I do this right. I'm trying to look.
Yep.
I got a 20. And
Plus-
plus 11. That's my stealth.
31. Okay. So you slowly open the door, and the rest of your movement food puts you out. Stealth.
A bit full black. And then do I need to? I guess it'd be like a perception.
They're above you right now, so you're not gonna see them. You don't hear. Let's go with your passive. With your passive, you don't hear anything yet. You do. As soon as you come out, though, you do see those ships that are about 30 feet away as your ships are floating. Beyond them are just pieces of them everywhere. You see crew that are getting up. Actually, you know what? You do see here, and probably right about here, you see two dead crew members. Their bodies are completely scorched, as if they had been just covered in flames and burned to death. That's what you
There's
see
one
as you
right
come
in
out.
front of me, right?
Yeah, so there's one almost right in front of you as you come out. You see two crew members that are dead. You pat them. You want to use your action to pat them down?
If I can't see anything else, yeah.
Make an investigation check.
There's someone dead right in front of me. I need to find out why they're dead.
So are you looting the body, or you're just?
It depends on what I find.
Who is it?
Yeah, who is it when I find out, or are they just too far gone?
Some random no name. I don't.
They all have
I
names!
don't
name
have
your
no
crew.
names.
Okay, get your thing. Shuffle the crew members that are on this thing and pick two out at random.
14.
The 14.
Yeah.
You need to look through because there are certain crew members in this list that aren't actually hands-on crew members.
It's true, and any crew members that were over here that you would have chosen. So with a 14, you find that they have a short sword and a dagger, and you find 14 gold coins. There's some of those are silver, but it's... And with a 14, the first one you drew is the one that you see. You don't know who the second one is yet.
Let it ride.
Here's the thing.
Let it ride. Let it ride.
Right.
This is happening.
It's happened. It's happened. You've drawn.
What was the first one?
I decided the first one was the one that I would have pickpocketed.
Yeah. This is the first. So you only have an action to
His name is Flint.
investigate one.
Nobra hired him as a barkeep. He should have more gold on him.
The barkeep.
Yep.
That's fair enough.
I get more gold now.
Wait, which one was
That's a
Flynn?
fair.
Flynn was the
The
half
guy you
orc.
hired.
No.
Oh!
That's why I told you to look through, because there are crew members who are not hands-on crew members. Flynn is one of those crew members.
He
Too
believes
late now.
he
He's
speaks
Is he
dead.
in the bar right now? Is he in the bar right now? Because Darren didn't say
No.
who's in the bar right now. Just me, Snuffles, and some
no
random
one-
people.
They're
So
random
he
people.
could have been
Sure.
up top.
So you find
Stuff.
another
We have a
27.
whole list of crew
Find another
members who are
27
not
in addition.
hands-on.
Okay.
An additional 27 gold.
Alright.
So
I feel
he's
like-
dead now. Dead. This is what happens
So
when you
80.
name all of your. I love it. Please
Every-
keep doing it. There is a
everyone
second one. You don't know who the
deserves a
second one
man.
is. You don't
I'm
have time to
just
check
saying.
them. So that
Okay,
will
so I'm
be.
just gonna, I guess, since I don't know who it is,
Can I
I'm
have
just gonna
those?
go, oh,
Can I see
this
these?
is a lot of money. And
You
I'm just
with
gonna
your
go.
With the
But you know, we could
14.
have just erased those and reused them.
I have.
That's not
With the 14,
it's
you
not
are.
dramatic enough. So
With the 14, you are able to figure out who, like, as you're checking pockets and looking, you are able to figure out who it was. You did recognize him.
he's pretty large.
And
so
that will, that's all your movement,
Okay.
bonus actions,
he's
all
got
that.
very
So,
specific.
comes to the bad. I need a little figurine.
He
Like
was
last time, we're
large,
gonna use
rather
the only
handsome,
thing with the green
made
head,
decent money in
Yoda.
the bar.
I would
green
say
head.
he had 41 gold on that bad boy. It's all mine,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna remember.
Fun
you're
fact,
almost
guys, come and work at my bar. Let me keep your tips, son. Unbridled.
Unbridled.
I also paid
Okay, so
him,
that
like,
brings us to the real bad.
You paid me 20.
He has a. Like, I lost my phone, guys!
Some up here.
Flynn.
He died a stripper. He has a movement speed of 40.
And then he got pickpocketed by the lady who probably gave him most of his money. Let's just be clear. I always get my money back. One way or another.
This is not Grand Theft Auto.
Okay, so he is going to fly. He gets within
So bad.
up here. He's let's say he's about be about 20, probably 15 to 20 feet up in the air. So he is above
You
y'all.
still have a piece of paper here.
Mhm.
It looked like a beret. Like a little beret. Or a piece of death in your hair, I guess. Since that's what it was supposed to represent.
He's gonna fly closer. Getting right above your ship. He cannot see. He sees that. Nope. Only people he sees are the two corpses on the ground. So he's going to fire a fire ray. Now, when you guys are unconscious.
He has disadvantage on his all magical and ranged attacks.
Okay.
Did you just roll to see if he could see me?
I rolled not just you, but just anything in general.
Okay, I was
those are the
gonna
only
say, 'cause
two
I'm-
things. No, you are super stealthy. He cannot see you, so he's gonna go ahead and fire.
I was like, that's the highest I could roll. I couldn't do more than 31 there. I got a nat 20. Not a
First one's gonna go after Iris.
Wait,
What?
hold on. If he hits her, isn't that a auto?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah,
no,
that's fine.
no, it's not an auto crit. Only
No,
melee.
if he
auto crits.
hits her,
She does
then-
fail. She fails something, but it's not a crit, which is double.
Yeah, that's not
So it's
right.
only one. Yeah, so it's only one.
I was like, you're being
So-
real nonchalant for the
That
fact you're
is
about
a-
to off an
No,
entire
I'm not
character.
gonna. No, he's going.
Wow! You could have.
It's been a long time.
I succeeded
Okay, so
my
that
death
is
save.
a.
Oh, you did?
Simone
16.
failed his. So he's going.
Iris.
Should I get him to come back down here so he can see his character die?
We're
The
gonna
second
have to
one.
just, unplug that mic for a second, cover our mouths while we hurl some insulting words.
Yeah,
towards
where'd
the
Simone
DM.
go?
all I'm
Deal with the
saying
baby.
is, if I have to fight this thing and Simone is still on the ground,
Simone's
he's gonna
okay.
have to re-roll.
So that was a This okay. So the first roll for Iris,
Step on his
both
face.
eyes glow, and
Right.
you see this little flaming beam shoot out at different directions, like his eyes are beating both of them. The one on Iris just misses her. The one on Simone, I got a 20 and a 19. Luckily, it's a disadvantage, so it's not a crit. So the one on Simone nails him right in the back. And Simone, it doesn't matter the damage you take. Simone, you instantly fail a second death saving throw.
If I'm unconscious, isn't it an auto?
Only if it's a melee.
And it wasn't, it was magic. I went through this because
Yeah,
you're being
range-
really nonchalant for the fact that you're
ranged
about
magic
to murder
attack.
someone.
He rolled a 20 and a 19.
Okay.
So, luckily, it was not a crit. Okay. So, that will bring us past the... That's all he can do. He is currently above you. He is very visible now because he does glow 15 foot, so he is a little mini beacon to anyone
big
who can
old
see
shiny
sight of
guy.
him.
I will go get Iris.
Yep. So, Riki, he is now within your visual sight. Not visual, but within your sensory. You can now sense him.
The
You know
skull.
he's there. Yeah, the skull. So that will bring us to Iris when she gets back. Angry baby.
Oh,
Is that what
no, not yet.
Oh.
Almost.
You're close. You have like 2 HP left.
I'm unconscious.
I know, which is why I said what I said.
Okay, you're up. He missed you. He
Okay.
did hit. He did hit.
Thought it would be funny.
Simone, go ahead and make a death saving throw.
You said some. Go ahead, make a death saving.
No, he said
He
he
missed
missed
Simone.
you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Seven.
A 7. That is your first failure.
I'm convinced that starbursts are just square trap taffy.
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
That is exactly what they are.
What do you
Good
mean
job.
you're convinced? They're taffy.
Yeah.
Really?
They're literally taffy.
I did not know that.
They are a form of taffy.
Yeah.
They're not as chewy as some taffies, but
Wait.
Just like
Huh.
Tootsie Rolls, they're chocolate flavored taffy.
they're not actually chocolate. Yeah, they're also taffy.
Yeah.
My life is a lie.
A lot of things are a lie.
I once watched
Most things are
Welcome to
yellow.
America.
Ships make
Land of the
concerts
sinners.
and stuff.
Okay, Nova. You can now see. You're still in the water. You can now see. Oh yeah, roll
How
first
many of these
before
do
we
I
do
have
anything. You have 4 left.
4?
You have 4
Yeah.
more.
Just go Gordon. It's Gordon Seeds or something.
50.
It's a bunch of chefs.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's at
You guys,
when I
you
was
always
teaching.
remember the same thing every time.
I watch that every single time.
I'm always the hog.
Tasty.
Yep.
What you get?
50.
I'm gonna tell you in a second. You're not sure. You know your throat and your mouth feel weird, soapy. You're not sure what's done. You're not sure why. You just have this soapy, weird feeling in your mouth and your throat. This is by far the more fun way to do wild magic. This person doesn't actually know what's gonna happen. You do
were
still
the
have that
hit,
warm feeling, like that warm just.
It's majestic.
It is like a majestic. Yeah.
Okay. How far away is Captain Greenskull?
Captain Green Skull.
That's a nice name. We should keep that name. His name is now Captain Greenskull.
About 85.
Keep
Alright,
him.
well.
Give or take.
We're gonna
Captain
use him as an
Greenskull.
angry grenade.
What's your
We're just gonna angry grenade him at people.
Take this.
Can I use a history check? Would I remember what he is immune to? Can I roll for that? I
Go
know
ahead and
I
make a history.
can't. I'm not
Go
gonna
ahead and
send
make a
fire.
Go ahead.
I know that.
Yeah,
This
go
is
ahead
why
and make
we
a history
write
check.
things.
No, I like history check. Go ahead and make a history check.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not a real high DC because it
Thank
was
you.
pretty recently. The last couple of days. that you fought
18.
him. An 18. Yeah, so with an 18, you remember that cold, fire, and poison didn't seem to hurt him whatsoever. You also remember that lightning, necrotic, and piercing didn't seem to do as much damage.
Okay, I'll take a multiple colored arrow. 'Cause maybe he'll be.
You are because you're floating and be disadvantaged, so you'll.
Have a straight
Have a
throw
straight roll.
because I believe
Yeah.
in coin tosses now. It's fine. I can't use magic for a while. I am gonna do my cantrip first, and I'm going to coat it in awkward yellow,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna
So
throw.
you're using your.
And I'm gonna shed a tear because it's a 12.
12 total.
Yep.
Just goes right past him. His little mouth just click, 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 click.
You get freeze, like a freezing spell, right? And you just freeze the line and stand on it.
That was
I don't know
disappointing.
if that would work.
I'm gonna go find that arrow later.
I mean, control water will allow you to freeze a.
Oh yeah.
That's what I did in one of our campaigns.
Yeah.
We swam to shore because I just
wonder
kept
if I
freezing
could.
and just made handholds in it. We just used it as a buoy. and
I
swam
want to
to
control
shore.
his fire. and just
Super
put
easy.
him out. I can't do that. I'm gonna use all the speed I can.
Okay.
I didn't
Where you
move
going?
this turn, correct? So I can use tabaxi speed.
Yeah.
I'm gotta try to get up on the ship.
15, 20. You can
I
get
can
right
climb
next
up
to your
right
brother. You're 10 feet right next to
I'm
your
gonna
brother.
get up
Got
right.
another
We got
5.
this.
Got
Don't
what?
stab it.
Got what?
You know what? I'll take care of it.
What are you talking about? No response.
We have 6 seconds.
Riki, you can now tell that there is the flaming skull is there.
Mm-hmm.
It is within your purview. What are you doing?
I want to stand on the tribe. I want to get to a point where I'm standing on the tribe.
Okay, so you can go 15 feet. So you can go 5,
The tribe.
10. Oh, here. 5, 10, 15 feet would put you right up against the tribe. And are you going?
How much
Are
to
you
go
going? It's 15 feet. It's another 15 to go up, but this would technically be your full 30
Mm-hmm.
because you swim slow. So your main movement speed will get you right up to the surface of the water as you're moving at an angle and up against the tribe. If you use an action, you could get all the way up and climb up over. It'll use your action though. We'll still leave you with a bonus action. And as I confirmed earlier, you've got 2 more rounds of that storm up. 2 more turns. There's still
Okay.
a storm cloud.
And I want to hit him with the storm cloud, but I'm gonna stand there.
Okay, so you're gonna go up?
No, I'm gonna stay there, but
On
I'm
the
hitting with
ground?
the storm cloud
Okay.
because I don't technically have to see him, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Well, and you can see him because
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can see everything
See
as long as
everything.
it's within a 60-foot radius.
I was gonna say you
okay,
see
so go ahead
everything
and
nothing
roll for
else.
damage, and that is a dexterity check.
I hate my
on his
laugh when it's
behalf.
like, it annoys the other living crap. I'm
He's
gonna
gonna
rewatch
use
this later.
this
I'm like,
undead
ugh,
die.
Stop doing it. Don't just shut up.
Oh, here we go.
And roll for damage.
End of the world.
No one.
It's the end of the world.
Times the bell.
It's
Only for
Somebody help him! He needs some milk! Cool.
What? Oh. I'm surprised you didn't say that whenever I was after the thing that happened.
Which thing?
21.
a lot of things that
21?
happened.
Okay.
No, I
He
said
does
my
not
thing.
make his dexterity save, so he is not able to avoid it, and so a
That's what that's
blast
from.
of lightning hits him square in the skull. And it actually it like parts his flames for a second as lightning surges out of every other orifice. He takes 10 points of lightning damage. Whoever wants to begin counting for it, as he is somewhat resistant. You feel like it didn't do as much damage as it should have, but it still damaged him. Okay. Okay, and with that, that brings us up to Sammy.
What? Do I
I
sit?
don't have her. she's over here.
Did she just decide to start playing?
She's been guiding the boat. Now that this thing is throwing fireballs, yes. She did.
She's like, I guess the boat's fine.
She was part, well, yeah, the boat's not currently moving.
It's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere currently. So I rolled her initiative and she got
She's hot.
low. She got low.
I'm really excited for Navy.
H-A.
Oh,
Hot on the board now.
well, okay, or it could say Betty. Do you want Betty on here? I don't think so. I don't want to make it.
I mean, I kind of want Betty on there. I still have
Okay.
all of her spells.
So she's going to go ahead and move 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
What are you doing? Staring at my soda?
Right up here, seeing what's going on.
But
She got 2 more level 1 spells. She cannot tell who's hurting more. So she's gonna roll to decide who she uses word of healing.
Am I on that list?
You are not on that list. She sees 2 people with steam and flickers of flame coming off of them who look like they're dying. I just threw it.
We're on the ground.
Yeah, I forgot that we had
Okay.
people who were almost dying.
1 through 3, 4 through 6.
Are you on that?
That is a 5. So she goes ahead and whispers some arcane enchantments, holds her little healing symbol, and it's 1d4 plus.
don't get all the pink ones. I'll murder you.
Oh, and
Want all the yellow
Simone,
ones?
you
can have
suddenly
all
come to life with 8 points of healing as some of those wounds and scorch marks start to recede.
Who got healed?
Simone,
Hey, congratulations! Welcome back to
roll
the
a
land
5.
of the living.
Roll 6-sided dice. 1 through 3, 4 through 6.
That fire
I should have done even odds. May the odds be ever in your favor.
I see what you did there. That was a great pun. Don't
That was a good dad.
Your
Yeah,
wife.
that was a good
That's
dad
a good
pun.
pun.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank
Good fun.
No, that was a good pun.
Good
I
pun.
gotta go home today.
Take 3 points of
Excuse
psychic
you.
damage as the traveler smacks you in the back of the head.
Thank you. Especially for that last comment. I
Seriously,
have
take
to go
3
home
points
with
of
that.
psychic damage.
Yeah.
The traveler smacks you in the back of the head and says,
Shaggy's unconscious.
I'm kidding. As the Shaggy says, don't diss puns. Not the Shaggy, sorry. As the traveler just says, don't diss puns. Traveler's big on
It's
puns.
just the joke wasn't
You
right.
take an extra 2 psychic damage from your wife who tells you to stop being a butthead.
You don't actually have to take that. She has no power here.
Wait till you get home, then you're gonna take some psychic damage.
Cameron's not
Know me
afraid
that
of
well.
me. It's fine. He will be.
Okay, that is gonna burn all of her. Sammy also does not look super hot. She's very bloody right now.
Can I see her?
You probably hear her mumbling as she casts that the spell.
What are you doing?
Mind your own business.
That brings us to Simone. Simone, you are up.
I am up.
You're actually laying down because you're unconscious. I don't know
You're
whether
up.
or not.
Well,
Sort
not
of.
really.
But yeah.
Somewhat.
What are you doing?
Do I see?
Above you, about 20 feet up and about 15 feet to your right, you see that stupid glowing skull with flames around it because it is a beacon. It's night and that thing glows 15-foot radius. So you clearly see him up there.
I had to be in the very back corner where the 15 feet wouldn't actually reach me.
I am going to.
Does Simone remember what's not
Didn't.
effective against him? Fire!
I think the worst part is
Yeah, I think someone would.
I can live with that.
I
Hey.
honestly didn't plan on living, so I don't know what to do on my turn.
What?
They're for Trinidad.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Lucy
Same
just
thing
did
our
that
sister
same
did.
thing 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
There's still
Sorry, I was
some
looking at
pizza
pizza
over
over there. Yeah.
Probably.
Sorry, what are you doing?
there.
So I see that thing. Do I see the people lying around me? Like who's all around me?
Cameron.
Yeah, even with a passive perception of 9, you can. The only people you see her over here because she's standing like at the edge of your ship.
Okay.
She's standing where she's not on your ship, but she's against your ship.
Mhm.
It's not a good. It's bad that she can do that. And then you kind of glance over and you very quickly see Iris over there laying on the ground.
Unconscious? Can I tell she's
she appears
unconscious?
to be unconscious.
All right. I will.
You're evil.
I will healing word Iris.
Okay.
I don't know what
I'm
she
saying
said.
she said Irish thing. It could have been how much did you?
I thought she said I'm eating an eel.
12 points.
Oh, she did ask how much she healed.
12 points.
Points.
So Iris, you immediately come back to life as some of your wounds start to heal over, and you look up, and above you, about 10 feet to your right, you see that
My last level 2
that,
spell.
that cackling, laughing, chittery, chattery skull. Green flames.
Yes.
Looks like the same one. Okay. And with that, we're gonna take a
And
very
that-
quick break. 'Cause I need
Okay.
more pop. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
What else? were
I
you
was
doing?
gonna do bonus action, or not bonus action. Action. Magic missile on
Do you want to stand up, or are you just gonna
the guy.
stay laying down?
I'm gonna stand up.
Okay. I mean, you do technically, if he hits you with ranged, you have disadvantage if you're laying down.
And that took half my movement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna move the rest of half of my movement away.
And you want to go down the stairs or just up against?
Down the stairs.
Okay.
And
Start to move down the stairs.
Magic missile.
Okay.
That's 10 points of magic damage. Magic force damage.
You said 10?
Actually, as you cast that, he is going to go ahead and throw up a shield. And all of those magic missiles hit, and it just is absorbed by his shield, which does increase his AC by 15 until the next turn.
He can do that against magic missile?
Yeah.
Shield blocks. Shield increases it by 5 and blocks magic missile.
Yeah.
Like it's a specific thing it blocks, because it is the only thing that will stop a magic missile.
That is my turn.
I guess a force wall or something like that.
Maybe.
If you it was all all the way around you, I guess. But yeah.
Force bubble.
Wait, we decided we can do first levels bonus action
Yes.
and an action, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that is my that is my turn.
Okay. With that, we're gonna take a very quick break because I need more pop. And then Shaggy, you would be up. Surprisingly,
See you on the
I
flip
figured Shaggy
side.
would be killing people and he'd just be off in the distance annoying you guys. Or it switched.
I thought I was just going to be completely
It's
safe and never
the
go
end
back on
of
top
the
again.
I did actually have him roll for stealth at disadvantage as he approached you guys. I just compared it to your and Iris's passive perception.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Might
was
as
the
well not
problem.
even just
That
roll.
was the problem.
Iris has a 14. He rolled really good even with his at disadvantage.
Mhm.
Because he was just chattering along.
Okay. Are we all?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Welcome back, guys. Showing us stuff and things, and Nova doesn't take psychic damage. Proud of you, Nova.
Oh, we're not.
We may or may not have recently implemented a rule that if you're caught on social media or playing video games during the session, you take psychic damage. Your character, not you. I don't have the ability to actually deal real. I mean, I could scream at you guys. Pretty impressive.
It would make me cry.
Set of lines.
Right, it would make me cry too.
So, Jindot says, welcome back.
Yeah,
My
Jinda.
favorite Jindot. Okay. So, that was... brings us to Shaggy. Shaggy, what are you doing?
Hanging off the side of a boat
You're
right
hanging
now.
off the side of the boat. You can very vaguely see that skull
He's just hanging.
peeling over. You're just hanging out. You can see that skull up there glowing.
No,
because it
he's
literally
hanging in there.
glows
He's a
15 feet.
motivational poster.
Like it's just a flaming skull in the darkness.
Just a
What would you like to do?
He's gonna
I
go.
want to get on the boat.
Okay, so another 5 feet gets you up on the boat.
Can the skull see me?
You are unaware.
I'd like
I
to
mean, you're
try
not
to
stealth
stealth.
yet, so okay.
That's why I was asking. Like,
Go ahead and go ahead and make a
has
stealth
me and
check.
the skull made
It
eye
is-
contact?
I mean, his
Socket
eyes are literally
contact.
just all over
Does
the
it-
place. It's
does
hard
it-
to see where they're looking.
Does it seem to recognize him as someone who put him in a bag?
I don't
The
know
skull just seems to be
what
angry.
you're
all
talking about.
And
The reason he
Although,
got
no, I
taken
mean-
out of the bag.
Never mind.
The second
It's like the head.
It's
No, come on, let it slip. Just unzip that.
Who's the ball?
Everyone's about to reveal some stuff.
Oh,
27?
27? Okay. You feel pretty stealthy as you slowly slink up over the edge and stay tucked against. There is a lot of light though, so you feel
I
stealthy,
figured
but you're
there'd be
not
smoke
sure.
also.
There is also
Or
smoke
like steam.
because there is
Some
just
of us were wet when the
boats that are just
fireball went off.
on
right?
fire.
You know? And then I'd like to go
Is that better? Did you just want to see
behind a
everybody?
large object, whatever the largest object
Yeah.
near me is.
Get there with the rest of your speed.
I want to stay there.
Okay, we're currently hiding. Is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Menadora. You've just come out. You do see that thing clattering up top. You see,
Just want to be clear, I did
you
not
see
just toss
Samoan.
him.
You see Samoan start to step down the stairs and fire off missiles. You're unsure if the missiles hit or not because you don't have a good viewpoint since you were down on that bottom floor.
Okay.
And this is 8 feet up.
I have to read over that ring real quick. I was gonna do that, but then I got distracted by the cute baby. It's not your fault. You're not the cute baby. There we go. The healer's ring. That is a not an action, right? That's like a bonus action I can do.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
You should have one more
Oh.
charge if I remember correctly.
I have 2 more charges. I've only used it once, ever.
Gotcha.
And I
You
just
used
used
the
it
one
once.
charge, single
Mhm.
charge. Okay.
So I still have 2 more charges because that was the first time I ever actually used it. So I want to back up a little bit. Like, I don't have a thing. To that, a little back that way.
This
Towards
way?
you. Up to that corner. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
So I'd be able to see Salmon now. Right?
Who? Sammy? Yes. Yeah. You can see Sammy.
Because you said that I could hear her last time.
Yes.
So-
yeah. You can hear her like mumbling as she's.
And you said that she looked pretty rough.
She does. She looks pretty bad.
Okay. I'm going to use my ring and cast 2 charges. My last 2 charges on
All
her.
right. Roll 2d4 plus 4. She's healing your bow for you. Ricky. Is that
Would I be able to sense how much health she has left? I wouldn't even be able to heal her, so I could do nothing but watch her die. So.
This escalated real quick.
Jeez.
Can I sense? It doesn't matter, can't hear.
Yeah, so some of her wounds start to close as you whisper into it, and a little golden string hits her.
From where I am.
She's still looking bloodied, but she's looking a lot
better.
Yeah.
Is
She's
that
not on
from
death's
him?
door.
Did that come from his mouth or his other area?
Footsteps.
Okay, so that's part of your movement bonus action.
Can I see the
You guys
green
are both
skull?
like
It'll have to be like that for just for a
out
moment.
of
My nose is real sensitive today. I got I didn't know if it was a fart or if it was something else. I just needed to know.
What are you doing?
Can I see the green skull?
Yes, you can
Okay.
clearly see him. He's about 15 or 20 feet up in the air.
Which means I wouldn't be able to go up and just attack him.
He would not.
Nope.
He's out
Found
of
that out
he's
last
out of
time.
reach.
Then I would like to cast Chronomatic Orb.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
What kind?
Thunder.
You need to decide. Okay.
Yes, sass.
Lightning in the thunder. Thunder. Thunder.
Unlike
fire.
other-
Thunder.
I remember.
Thunder.
Thank you.
Boom, boom.
I mean, I'm just saying, guys, there are some RPG games that, like, you would get punished for healing it with something that it's immune to.
You mean trying to hit it with something that it's immune to?
They would just get stronger.
Yep.
Hey JJ, how's it going?
Why does the fire demon not take fire damage?
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then I add my spell attack.
Yes.
21.
21 definitely hits, even with his shield up.
Okay. And then I roll. What? Oh, I thought you were saying no to me. I was like, what do you what? And then I roll 3d8 of thunder damage. Ooh. Haha, well, that was empty.
Lightning, little thunder, lightning, thunder, lightning, thunder. Straight ready.
Which one's that?
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I was like, it's my gold one, my green one.
No, he was
Trees
quoting.
people.
He was quoting
I
him.
don't remember what it's called though.
Okay.
21. I rolled 3 sevens.
21 points of damage?
I had
His
to remember
feature.
how much times was. I'm not good with math. I'm sorry.
He is not immune to that. So you
That's what I had to
cast your
have
little
hit him with last time.
arcane, create this little orb, and spin it out, and it kind of spirals. And as it hits, there is a shockwave of thunder and a crack of thunder, and he takes 20. Would you say it was 21?
21.
He takes 21 points of thunder damage.
So now he's up to 31 points of damage.
He is. He is looking bloodied. If a skull can be bloodied. He's
I
got
remember
like
you
some
made that
cracks
same
in
one
it.
last time.
His flames are sort of flickering a little bit now.
Oh, no. Oh, I already used my bonus action. Okay.
Okay. Is that it?
And
You
I'm
have a
still
little bit of
tucked up
movement.
under there, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing I'm not
You are definitely visible now, since you cast a spell.
And attacked. You come out of stealth whenever
Yeah.
you attack. Is that a blood orange?
Yes.
Those are my favorite.
Never actually, like, I had such blood on
Yeah,
flavor.
right.
It's so
Said
hot.
that, but
Continue.
Anyway.
Anything else?
Sprouts.
I'm going to dash that way,
Which way?
away from everything.
Just away. This way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got 5, 10, 15 more feet of movement.
From the flaming
How
scare.
much farther?
Just as far as I can go without doing my tabaxi.
Okay, so bonus action will get you another dash. So
I
we're all
already
the way
used my
there.
bonus action.
Oh, you did. So,
I
yeah,
would
it would
just
just
get
be
to-
5, 10. It would just be here.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Okay,
Because I used my bonus action to heal Sammy.
that brings us to.
Oh, I would like to say something. Next time something's going on, it'd be nice if somebody could get me. That'd be it.
Something was going on when you left. We figured
You
were
guys
done.
see as.
I mean, if we figured that you told what the turtle does.
No, I'm a little bit more helpful.
We were afraid you might have dysentery.
You see as the turtle,
Thought we'd let exactly. Thought we'd let you take care of that.
the ship starts to move, scraping along the side, and starts to move this way as all the sails drop, and the ship keeps moving along. So we're actually going to cover this up because it moves 60 feet in that direction. You'll still see everything here? You can. And you guys see Titus, Captain Titus, at the helm of his ship as the ship starts to pull away. As that
Try to bring
happens,
that
Sammy is going to make a dexterity check.
Otherwise, we're gonna
Plus,
destroy
Fun
and she
fact,
kind
he
of
does
jumps
not always
over.
move at trial.
That's exactly what I said. I was saying we're gonna have some turtle soup.
Okay. Yeah. Suddenly, you guys notice that other ship is starting to. You don't know if it's like pulling away, but it's because I don't have maps. But it starts to pull off. It is turning away from you guys. And that brings us to the real bad.
No.
It's not my turn. It should be Simone's so.
Okay. He is going to go ahead and he sees you stood up, right? Yeah, you stood up. So he sees two closest
What?
people.
Me?
Yeah.
I haven't had a turn to stand up. Simone healed me, and then
Yeah,
Yeah,
Iris'
she's-
turn is next.
Oh, is she still down?
Iris' turn is
Yeah.
after the real bad.
Okay,
I'm,
right.
I'm
you're still down.
conscious, but I haven't had a turn
No,
to stand up.
Iris' turn is after.
The real bad.
The real bad.
Yeah.
I can't see who that person is. They don't count.
That's how that works.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna go ahead and God, 2 sixes. Okay. So he's going to go ahead and you see his eyes go over and look at Sammy. I'm going to. Oof. Sorry.
Is he casting a spell?
He is.
Counterspell.
Use counterspell. Okay. So as he casts one of his eyes sort of just
Last third level.
flickers out. As he attempts to use one of his fire ray, and then he activates the second one, which the second one does hit. Which is.
Was it higher than third level?
It was not.
Okay.
No. So it,
So yeah. It's,
he's able to cast it twice in a row, one after. So you.
Are you
stop.
serious?
He's able to cast 2. It's a multi-attack, but it only stops one of them. That's his basic attack. He has no melee attack.
You can't just
Okay.
headbutt people?
Sammy takes. You can try,
Now
yeah.
that's using your head.
No. That's what I thought you were gonna say. No.
Sammy takes 18 points of fire damage as it sears into her chest.
I tried.
Her clothes. You kept her from going down. They both would have hit.
Oh, okay.
I rolled
I thought
both.
she
They
was
both
dead.
would have hit. No,
She's
she's
not
still
dead
up.
yet. She has
'Cause she
3
got healed.
points of health
She
at
has-
least.
She has 9 points of
Okay,
health
I was
left.
gonna say at least 3.
Run away, Sammy.
She's looking
Run
her.
away.
She kind of stumbles like back against the rail as the fire just comes up across her chest. Her clothes are still.
Run to mommy cat.
Okay. And then that is going to bring us to Iris. You're on the ground, Iris. What are you doing?
I see it.
Run to
Scary skull.
You can see the scary skull.
Not again.
You get to keep it.
Bye. Stand up.
Okay, you're standing up.
Yeah.
What else are you doing?
How much movement do I have?
That takes
Stand
half.
Yeah, so
That
what
would have
is
landed in her
You'd have
hand.
20.
He would have intervened.
You have 20 more feet of movement.
This might be doing
What are you doing, Iris? Hurry.
I'm gonna run down the stairs.
Every time you say it,
Which way?
it's
This way or
sort
this
of-
way?
I'm up.
Towards Salon.
5,
And then
10, 15, 20 will get you there.
I know how that feels.
Okay.
And do I remember if we've tried using poison on it?
Make an intelligence check. Or a history check, actually, is what it would be. If you don't have history, then it's just intelligence anyway. But have a fan you can aim at you if you want. A fan there and a fan there.
16?
16? You do remember that you guys did. You remember that you guys attempted to use.
I'm also
It
late.
seemed to be immune to poison, fire, and cold. Are the things you remember weren't good. And you remember lightning and something about piercing didn't seem to be very effective. It's a low DC since this you bought this thing just like
Stabbing me.
a day ago.
And it now has hole.
Can you just picture it just like flying across the ocean?
And it didn't encounter not a single other soul during that entire time.
Shot a dolphin
Right to
on
you
its head.
guys.
How?
Dolphins didn't hold his
To you
interest.
guys.
How?
I want to know how he was
Knows
able to
how.
get to us, because, like, we put him in a burlap sack that was full of cannonballs and dropped it into the ocean.
So how did he find us?
Locator spell.
We should probably not keep what he came in.
I know how it found you.
That is how it
Of
found
course,
us.
you guys will
isn't it?
figure it out eventually.
Oh, crap.
Anything else, Iris?
It's not
attacking?
what he came in.
I will
Gotta get
shoot it
the
with my
slopes.
longbow.
Maybe he
Okay.
was
I
right.
Go ahead and make that 2
Swiper,
attacks.
no swiping.
Do you feel it?
What's
that be?
What?
I feel better.
15?
15. It's going to go ahead and use its second use of shield. So you feel like the arrow should hit, and just before it does, just flips off.
Can I shoot at it again?
Yeah, use your second one. It just seems to have a teeny tiny little barrier around itself.
Well, that's annoying. 23?
23 will definitely hit.
Oh, I thought that was damage. I was like, yes.
No, she's rolling to hit the second time. She gets 2 attacks.
This is Kevlar.
That's good. That's good.
That's cool.
Shoot.
I don't think that's how your tiny little phone case will protect you
Is
from
the
bullets.
skull a human?
I would imagine.
It's part of a humanoid.
At some point it was, but it is no longer humanoid.
Oh, alright, fine then. You're okay. You're okay. So that's 12 points.
12 points.
Pier-
So it takes
piercing damage.
6 points of piercing damage, which puts it at
37.
37. Okay, it's looking real bad. So remembering that this thing has like some sort of shield and it can absorb damage, you line up both arrows. You let them dead center of each other. The first one hits and you watch it deflects, and then the second one actually goes through that barrier, almost as if the first one had kind of weakened that one spot. Hits it in the eye. It's kind of got this arrow. Doesn't seem to really care that there's an arrow sticking out of its eye. It doesn't actually have an eye. It's just in the eye
Reminds
socket.
me.
Does it obscure its vision?
Can it only
Okay.
shoot out of one eye now?
That brings us to Nova.
That's why I walked away from her.
This is number 7.
And
You
it
said
was
I can roll
81.
this one, and I feel
Number
good.
7, you can roll the next one. 81.
You can
Like
take
small
one additional
children.
action immediately. You get an extra action this turn.
Woohoo! Ha! I've never gotten Just shoot twice!
You just feel like you feel the magical adrenaline
She
surge
get inspired
through
by seeing me
Feels
shoot
amazing.
twice.
You're definitely not an addict.
She can do it, I can do it, she can do it, I can do it. And then I'm gonna light it on fire.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna shoot it at her real good. The first
You're
one.
gonna use a
Your green
wild magic arrow.
I am. My last wild magic arrow.
Must be a 1 or 2.
I'm gonna climb up on the boat first.
She just digs her toes into the side of the ship real hard. Spider-Man walks around on the building.
Oh yeah. 24.
That hits.
I need a roll, please. This is not for that, so it's fine.
Oh man.
What is that? 60? And what is my... And then plus this guy... I don't know why I green flamed arrowed it. That didn't matter.
It does
It's
not
fine.
affect it. Fire does
It
not.
didn't, no. 60, the wild magic, plus it hits for 11 damage.
Hey, fire doesn't work on it.
Forget!
So the
Flaming
arrow
thing is
explodes
not-
and it seems to absorb it, and its flames get a little stronger, and actually gain back a spell slot.
Ruin all
But
of our
as
fun.
the arrow actually goes through the other arrow, how do you want to do this?
Okay, cool.
Oh.
I killed something?
Kill something.
What am I use my reaction
He
for?
had 3 HP for. He had 3
You can use it on your brother.
I did
Stab
this
your brother.
thing on purpose, so you guys can.
Need
How does
brother.
the arrow
Bring it back
defeat
if you
the
know.
skull?
The arrow I couldn't get something cooler than a skull. Finally get a boss kill. It's a skull. I just want it to crack a tooth, and then he falls down.
Oh my god.
So the arrow just
What?
cracks, and like kind of breaks a tooth and goes out like the hinge, so it doesn't even damage the rest of the mouth. It just breaks the one tooth, and he just sort of keeps chattering for a second, and his flame kind of goes out, and then he falls lifeless on the ground.
No cherry. It's fine, guys. I killed something. We're not gonna chair.
It's been killed 4 other times!
It's gonna come back. We don't get to cheer until it's done for forever.
You would
Get
not.
something
When
you
nobody
can train
else.
it.
Nope.
I would not what? No, I did not. Nope,
Nope,
I didn't
didn't let him
attack
attack
anything.
anything.
He's like, no,
Nope.
no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay.
Nope, that didn't
I
happen.
would like to use all my movement to get to it,
Okay. So you're able to.
and I'm
Get to
gonna use my extra action to pick it up.
Okay. So you're holding the skull.
I need your bag. Not your bag.
This is the big
Can I
bad
just-
camp.
can I
It's just gonna keep coming.
Okay.
You're
You know
Put
where
it in
you're
the
in,
box.
so I can't.
I'm taller.
Excuse me, madam. I
box is
need you to
useless.
roll a perception check.
What are you doing? What are you doing with it?
That's fine. I can do exactly what I just
pick it
did.
up.
I need your
Yep.
bag. None of your bags. I need your bag. That would have been exactly how I said that, whether I can see them or not.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, if you can incapacitate it, that would be an excellent gift for the hags. They
Or you
like
can-
weird stuff. It's
would you like
really
to do?
weird.
What are you doing?
That's probably other thing
You've seen this thing get down.
I'm just saying, putting it in the bag didn't work the last time. He kind of.
It's because you let it out.
No, he opened the bag and it went out. There's
Well,
a
don't
difference.
open the bag.
Well, don't open the bag that has literally everything that I own.
It's
Yeah,
fine. You don't
got
have to take out his sword.
Nobody's touching your flag with the skull.
He needs everything with his bag.
Get on out.
Then I can't carry it on to battle.
Yeah.
You want to climb up the ship?
Yeah.
I carry 3
That
shotguns.
is your full movement.
Let's
up
send
to the
it
top.
to the town.
Over.
You said what?
Said you're a dagger man.
Use a dagger?
I'm in my turn because I can't do anything, right?
So I think that will probably go ahead and bring us out of combat. So what
On the side.
are we doing? You now have the skull.
I-
You know the skull comes back.
Well, I asked for the bag, but now I'm gonna stop chattering with it, look around and go, where's my other ship? And I'd like to
Make perception.
see if I can see my ship.
I think.
11.
Wait, he didn't have that spell, did he?
What?
The spell that was on the plate that I still have in my room.
Dispel magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You did.
He did or he didn't? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Mhm.
The turtle.
Mhm.
So we just need to.
You said
yell at
11?
the turtle to
Yeah.
come back.
With an 11, there is still like exploding ship
That's later.
around you, and you don't notice where your ship is going. Where your ship went.
I was gonna say the ship she was talking about with the ghost ship.
Ghost ship?
No,
No?
my other ship was the one I was on with Tortle. I already know I lost my ghost ship.
Yep. No.
You do not notice it with the 11. As you
I'm losing all of my ships!
just there's a lot going on.
Be
You
like,
are
"How you
really
doing?"
enamored
You
with this
stole it.
skull that you defeated.
She goes up to everybody. Have you seen my ship?
Where's my ship?
I'm gonna be like, hey, so
I'm not crazy, you're crazy.
Is it?
I'm gonna be like, my ship's gone too.
You want to move up to the
Catapult?
where?
Other way.
This way?
I'd
Okay.
like to look for the other ship now.
Okay.
I would also be grabbing people to come and help me man the catapult.
Okay. So you grab some crew member. It's easy to do. Okay.
I like how
You
he
go
said
ahead
the
and make
cat's
a
a pult.
yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I know exactly what he's doing. The cat's a pult.
No, I'm gonna shoot him to get good catapults.
Oh.
But I'm not gonna shoot myself at it. I don't have enough health to be stupid.
Joey was on the other ship.
I thought Joey was dead.
What do you mean Joey's
I
dead?
said I thought he was.
No!
You said perception?
Yes.
Wait, was Joey in the water? I don't
Yep.
remember what happened to Joey.
Like Joey's in the water.
18?
18.
That's what I
Yeah.
said.
So
That's what I
with an
thought Joey
18,
said.
you think you're not sure because you're actually looking through the fire, but you think that you see possibly sails on the other side
He's
of
going
this
for
flame.
Joey.
I'd like to fire at it.
Maybe he's going for Joey.
Okay. It'll.
Not at it per se, as much as like in front of it, like a warning shot.
Okay. So you start to prep that. Is anyone else doing anything immediately?
I want to see if I can find out where the turtle is. He's on that ship, right? Some ship.
All right. Go ahead and make a perception check.
16.
I'm just oozing blood.
16. You are unsure
6
where that other ship
Feels
is.
good though. I feel majestic, but I'm also bleeding.
We need to get to the turtle. He has dispel magic. Oh wait. You said perception?
Yes.
19.
19. With a 19, you see what you believe are sails on the other side of the flaming ship. Anyone else want to make perception checks? Since you're just all making perception checks.
I didn't know it was gonna be perception.
Do you say out loud we need to find the turtle?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I say we need to find
I'll
the
see
turtle. He has dispel magic.
Yeah, I'll see if
It's
I
the
can.
only thing that's gonna
Okay,
keep this
enough
firing
time
down.
has passed. You can go ahead and roll.
You don't want this over?
So you're
Oh, no,
trying to
sir.
Fire shot.
See,
Oh
this
wait,
is what I wanted to talk to you
sorry.
about.
Oh, we're out of combat, but
Yes.
I had 2 more.
Oh, okay. So stop that. Go ahead and roll that before we.
Cameron's like,
Yeah.
no, this needs to happen. I would
That's
also,
a 16 perception.
82.
You can take another additional action.
Oh, so cool.
You're not
So I am not firing this. I don't want to reinitiate combat for myself. I'm just helping one of these people aim. So you have advantage on a roll, good sir.
Okay.
I get another action. Wow. This would be cool.
You should go get the thing from my room. You don't know where it is. Never mind. I'll go get the thing from my room.
Is there anything you want to do specifically?
Did anything happen?
Tell you in a second.
Okay.
I want to jump in the water.
You're on jump in the water.
I can't catch up to a boat.
Come on, boat!
I'm gonna scream, "Portal, bring my boat back!" As
Okay,
loud
you
as I
scream
possibly
out into the
can.
night twice with both of your actions.
With vigor.
With vigor. Okay, so you guys
That was a 6.
fire.
Oh,
16?
actually, can I use one action to do that?
perception.
Can I use the
With
other
a
action
16,
to look
you
for
were
Joey?
not sure where the other ship
Can I
is.
look for Joey?
You make a perception
I
check.
remember that Joey was with me at one point, and now he's not.
He fell into the water.
Make a
also.
perception check.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
If
happened.
you're looking the opposite direction.
Good thing it's
I got a 14.
A 14. you do not see the
11.
ship
I'm
either.
just
Nope.
very
Joey, this is a super this.
I'm
you
just
are
nervously
really,
clanking it.
Yeah, you're just
You're just going around the ship going,
Wiggling the tooth that cracked.
yeah. No, you broke the croup tooth. It's
Looking at
missing
shells.
a tooth now.
Does it
You're not
still-
sure how any of the tooth are
Does
in
it
there.
still have a big
Any
old
of the
hole in the
tooth?
back of its head?
No,
Yeah, because that's what I shoved the cannon.
does not have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
tooth
that's
hole
what I
anymore.
wanted to know.
It now has damage from this fight, but
Right,
previous
but
damage
there's
seems to
no-
all be gone. So go ahead and make your last wild magic.
I want to roll it.
Can I
It's
get
up to
away
you
from
who
her?
rolls it.
Who rolls
I don't want to die.
Go ahead. It's your last one.
This is my last one.
You rolled 6.
Can I
8
move
other
away
times.
from her, please?
Not
Why-
7
I
other
don't
times.
wanna
10
die.
other times. 'Cause I did a magic
You
arrow.
wouldn't really be aware that she's
You're
casting wild magic. She's up over here
Oh,
anyway.
is that
it's
cocked?
cocked.
Okay.
Oh,
See, it would have been cocked if I got to do it.
You don't understand. It was almost a 1 again. 42.
You're a potted plant.
Karma.
Are you still over
It
here?
says. It says if you read it, it says all items that she's holding.
I want to go pick up the skull
The skull bounces,
into the water.
Back into the water?
falls
Wait,
off
all
the
items
boat.
that she's holding? Don't items that I'm holding turn into the world with me?
Not this one.
No, because it doesn't
This
count
is
as
not an item that you can equip.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not an
It
equipment.
is
item.
another
How would
being
it fall off the ship
because she
into the
is
water?
right next to the edge.
Because it
Uh,
would be
roll.
like, it'd be like
It
yeah,
went this way.
it would be
Oh,
like if you were
go get it.
holding Sammy, she wouldn't become a plane.
So it bounces into the water. So it is now
You need to go
sinking
get the base and we'll just
into the
dump
water.
everything. Just dump everything and hope.
I'm gonna go get it. I still have time until that thing comes back
Make a
to
perception
life.
check.
13!
13. You do not see it roll off the edge. You see her just go.
I want to go pick her up.
Okay, you move and go pick her up. Anyone else doing anything in the next few seconds?
Would I see the
No, you
splash
never
now?
told me what happened with me firing a catapult.
Oh, because you did not fire, right?
Nope, I did not.
You just helped it fire.
Yeah, because I don't want to start combat
It
with
fires,
myself again.
and you hear just a splash.
Alright, now I'd like to check and see if the turtle's boat is still moving away from me.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check. As you pick up the pot, all of a sudden, she reappears, knocks you down. You're now sitting, laying on the ground, and she's just on top of you.
This is not how I envisioned this.
Shove her off.
Get off of me.
Nova, you come back from being a potted plant. You are no longer holding the skull.
Oh no!
23.
I want to look around for
23,
the skull.
you do see cells that seem to be moving away.
Actually,
Still
from the
moving
fire.
away?
Yep.
How far away are they right now?
It's hard to tell.
Hard to tell.
It's not real far.
Not real far.
But it is on the other side of that ship, which is still kind of
Are you just
crackling.
repeating
And, like it looked like they looped behind the ship and then are just going straight away.
Like 180 feet away?
It looks like a little farther than that.
A little
already.
farther than that?
But not by a ton.
Not a ton?
I'd say it's probably
I'm gonna swim to the other boat.
500 feet. Is what you're guessing?
Away?
Yeah.
I can swim faster than the other boat. I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, because the other boat's maximum speed is 60.
Yeah.
And my maximum
Okay.
speed is 90.
So you jump. So you guys see Shaggy go running. jump off the boat. Are you going around
These cats
the
are jumping
flaming
off
ship?
the boat.
I want to go
nuts.
under the.
They going
flaming
under the
ship.
flaming
Nothing
ship?
but once.
Okay.
There was that.
As you are swimming under the flaming
guess I
ship,
have
go ahead and
jumped
make a
off
dexterity check or a dexterity save with disadvantage.
Oh, it's not acrobatics?
Nope.
Oh, it's because you didn't do the pointy toes.
Like there are still pieces of it just exploding, and there's just pieces of the ship.
You said
floating
dexterity
down.
save with
Yeah.
advantage?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
This is a swimming related check.
You're right. So maybe
Yeah.
go ahead and make it straight.
16?
16. So you don't take any damage from all the shrapnel. That literally there's still minor explosions shooting shrapnel into the water. It does slowly slow you down considerably as you're having to dive in and out and push back. And you're only able to get like in that first wave you're only able to get about 100 feet initially. As you start to come.
So I lost
out.
80 feet? Okay. That's fine. I can still catch up.
It cut you by almost half.
Got it. That's okay.
Okay. Is anyone going after the skull?
I want to tell.
Simone, what are you doing?
Oh, can I use? No, that's an.
Would
that
I
takes
even
a
know
bonus.
where the skull went?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Your passive perception. You know it dropped over
Probably.
here. You're high enough on the stairs that you would have seen
I'd probably
Nova disappear and then reappear 6 seconds later.
I'd probably go over to the catapult that I noticed that. I probably would have noticed that they.
You would have noticed the
Flung
catapult
something.
launched. Yep.
I would have gone to the person over there and asked what are they hitting? What are they aiming for?
Okay. Iris, are you doing anything specific?
Yeah, I'm gonna take my healing potion.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Riki,
What is it?
What are you doing?
What
Healing
is it?
plus 2. No, what is it? Basic healing potion?
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2.
Oh, is it a TD?
It's 2d for you
Okay.
for healing potion. The next one is 4d4 plus 4,
That's right.
and then 8d4 plus 8.
Yeah, it's just.
Can I put the bell up anywhere? So I can have free hits
Yeah, where do you want to put it?
on my person.
Like on your person, or do you want to put it somewhere on the ship?
On my person.
You did notice that make an intelligence check for me.
20.
You did notice that the bell was mounted to the other ship, like in some sort of case that actually hooked it to the ship itself.
Okay.
You just kind of sling it over your back. You can easily just grab some rope and tie it and just kind of strap it to your back for now if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I go over to the small group and I ask where is the case.
Okay.
And
For the
just
skull,
to speak,
or-
I'm getting in this close to everyone's face.
And you are mumbling. What you guys hear is.
That's a lot more words than where's the case.
That's still what you hear. And
It was in
it's a
giant.
weird because it's not
I
just
know
mumbling.
giant.
It's almost like there's a whisper and a bit of a almost a demonic sound to it. The words don't. It's not just like someone's talking through a cloth. There's something wrong about it. So Simone, you get over there, and you were
Are you
quickly
doing it?
informed
Wait, you have
that
paper and
Captain
stuff?
Shaggy
I always have paper.
had them fire at what he believed to be
Where's
their ship
this?
in the distance,
Ah,
and
Did
then
they-
jumped overboard.
Did you say it sounds demonic? Do I understand it since I speak infernal?
You do not.
Is
As I was jumping, by the way, if they were paying attention, I didn't want to say it, but if the people around the catapult were paying enough attention to know what I was shooting at, they also would have heard me say that king turtle has some of my money. Swimming
Okay.
towards the boat.
They would have, because they were definitely paying attention to the
Yeah.
crazy captain. So they repeat that to you, that he jumped overboard and he said something about the turtle and something about his money as he jumped over.
Sails ready, head towards that ship.
You guys find the skull? I'm gonna go get the case.
Where's the case?
In my room.
Okay.
He wrote that on the paper, by the way. I handed him paper. And he wrote down
Okay,
his
perfect.
case.
So you go to your room. You guys begin to change. Do you go and pilot the ship?
Yep. I'm heading
Back over here. Nova, are you going in the water for that skull? Is anyone going in the water for the skull?
What I
Ricky,
did,
you can't sense
I
that
was a
skull
potted
floating.
plant until just now, so yes, I would be going in once I am no longer.
Oh yeah, make a perception check
Yeah, but they'll have to find
to
this.
see if you know where the skull even went.
I'm not getting in the
15.
water until I know where the case is.
What?
15.
With a 15, you look down and you can see
Until I have it.
because
I'm
of
gonna get in the
your.
water.
It's only because of your magical night vision.
Because if
where
it comes
everything
alive
looks as
while
if
it's
it's
in my
day,
hands,
you
I'm
can see
gonna
that
get it.
skull sinking.
I'm gonna go get it.
Well, we still have to get this.
I'm gonna dive.
Dive.
Actually,
Okay, make an athletics check with advantage.
Find a body.
That's good.
which is why we're going after the turtle.
I think it is.
The spell, the
19.
case itself.
Hey, Dragon Hanger is, I think our Dragon Hanger might be my first follower on.
Unless you have it.
I don't even know what that thing is called. The fourth thing I streamed to that I don't remember. Mixer.
Mixer. Hey.
Okay. Anyway, keep going.
Hey.
So
19.
19, you're easily able down and you swim a little bit, grab it. As you're coming up, you do notice that this ship is starting to shift. Make another awareness check. Perception check.
20.
I don't have that.
20?
Modest.
So you look and you see, you can now see the damage from where the other ship hit, and you see that your ship is taking on water.
Oh. Our ship.
Your ship is taking on water. You can see the bubbles that he saw earlier just flowing out, and it's down in this area.
If we go into our magical realm, will we still die if the ship sinks?
You have no idea.
I'm gonna swim towards it. I'm gonna use a bonus action
Be fine.
to say the back.
Just never leave.
I'm an adult. I would know if it's the port side or which side, left or right.
I'm an adult.
Would you though? Would no one know this?
I think.
Back
Back of the boat, straight up.
Did you spend some
Back
time
in her
sailing?
boating
Yes.
days.
Like I spent like
You would
a
know.
lot of years.
I don't know which side it is, so that's gonna be
Boater days.
after port.
She was never a sailor. She was just a boater.
Yeah.
I say
so
adultly.
you declare where it is.
I declare where it is
Side.
that it's taking on water. Would I be able to tell now that they're starting to move that it's worse as they start to move?
I do declare, I've been a boater all my
It
life.
doesn't seem to be like it's hard to tell whether it's worse or not. It doesn't seem to be taking water.
Taking
faster by
on
moving.
water. Someone needs to find me, Joey. And I'm gonna swim into a hole.
You start to swim in, and there's huge cracks, and like as you peer in, you can kind of see where the water is going into your ship. None of it's big enough for it's not a big enough hole for you to actually go in. If it was, your ship would be sinking.
That's good.
Like right now, your ship is not. It's sinking, but not like sinking.
You said that mentally to me too.
Oh yeah, to you two. Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
two.
you both hear that
Oh, you
whatever
didn't- okay.
port
I
aft
thought you said that
shaft
out
bowie is taking on water.
Yeah, and then
Bowie.
if I can't get in through
Port
the holes,
aft
I wasn't sure how
baft.
big it was. I would be headed up to be able to get on the boat
Off
to
the
go.
port bow!
So with your
Off to port now.
action,
What?
yeah, you can get back up. So you get back up, come up over. You're now a
Where's
wet
the
cat,
hungry lion?
holding your skull.
With my tabaxi speed, would I have gotten up without my action?
You have tabaxi speed. Yeah.
You have to not.
Could I use my action to use a dash to head towards the bottom of the boat?
Sure.
Cool.
I would
Gonna
be
head
out of my
towards
room
where
by
we're
now,
going.
right?
Oh, sorry. As soon as I got over the boat, I would have gently-ish, but not so gently. Enough that it wouldn't fall off the boat again. Sat the thing down and said, deal with this, I've got things to
You
do.
kind of set it down near.
Do you tell
near
anybody about the
Simone.
giant crack in the boat?
I told him. I'm about to. As I would be making my way down, I would yell, all free hands on deck, follow me.
We're gonna die!
And bring any wood you find!
Right. Is Kog
Nobody
alright?
panic!
Okay.
Is Kog alright?
Everyone panic!
Yes, Kaga's on. Where were you going? Where were you going?
I went to the room to go grab the base.
Owlbear!
Gotcha. Okay.
The thing
Come and
was
put
lit.
your
That's why I was asking
massive
if
body.
You are turning
Oh, there, just leave,
turning
sorry.
the boat.
You rearranged it.
So as that's happening,
back
you
up or
can
not?
make another dexterity saving throw.
Oh my goodness.
Straight.
Did he attack
As you are-
something?
No. He's finishing clearing through the.
Debris. Okay,
the
that
debris.
makes sense.
He's he's
Bree, what
going
are you
under
doing
two
to me?
boats.
Huh?
Nothing.
What now?
I think
He's trying to avoid the debris.
Oh,
I made it. I made it real good.
Debris, you get it? Because
Debris. Yeah, I do.
24.
24?
You said straight
yeah,
dexterity?
Yeah, you're able. So you're able to easily. You don't lose almost any.
Darren made that
speed.
same joke 2 weeks ago on the phone. And I
So
still
you
haven't
are
recovered.
moving 90 feet now, right?
Hmm?
Because you don't have to backseat speed now.
Yeah, still 9.
But okay, so you move 90 feet. Are you underwater? You coming up, surfacing?
Am I away from all the scary,
You are.
scary
You are
explosions?
far enough out that you are no longer under
Yeah,
the
I'd
explosion.
like
There's
to
still
come
some
up-
shrapnel around you. Some of it's flaming a bit, but it's
I'd like to come up
lighter.
for air.
okay. You come up for air.
It is nice.
And okay, you see the
The
ship in
entire
front of you.
way.
It's still a ways out.
The entire time
You didn't
I'm
eat
on
it.
my way, I'm
didn't.
screaming and cussing.
Why not?
Okay. That ship is still several hundred feet out from you, but you are now gaining it. So okay, you guys are going to turn.
I didn't know you were gonna.
I don't know why I'm turning you. I don't need to turn you.
Chunks
do I?
of jelly, please.
Your ship is turning.
How dare
As you guys start to go around, once you get
I
downstairs,
can't feel the full effect if you don't turn us.
She made me a peanut butter
You'll
and
be
jelly
alright.
sandwich earlier. Do you want it?
Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay.
Okay, is that better?
Yep.
That's
Thank you.
return we take on the board.
That's right, Mr. Driver.
There we go. There we go. Okay. So as we're turning, you've grabbed the base and are now
The base
coming,
and the top, thank
and
you.
the top, and
I
are
was gonna
coming,
say, I have
yeah,
both
are coming
things.
back up. Iris, were you doing anything special?
I knew exactly what they
As Nova runs by saying, everybody come with me and grab some wood, I'm just gonna call after her. Find Cog! He's good at fixing holes. Is that what you're... Okay. She didn't actually say there was a hole, but I surmise if you're yelling for wood.
and jumping off the side of the boat.
Never mind. That's jokes.
What I know is down in our mansion, I know if the training room door has a lock on it.
The trading room door?
Yeah, because each of our bedrooms have locks.
It does
on
not. In fact, there is no door to the trading room.
Oh, there's no
It is,
door
it
at
is
all.
just there's
Open
a
our
door, but it doesn't
Yeah,
actually
there's a
close.
doorway.
There's just a
but
doorway.
I don't use my room often. Let's put it in there.
Your room is attached to my room, and I disagree with that statement.
You know who's in my room? I'm fine.
They're already gone. Right? Like I'm the only one left up there. Did they all run
Who's
down?
up there?
So I guess
She's
I'm
in
just.
the mansion. She'll be out soon. They're still
I
up
guess,
there. Riki, you're just
wait.
up there
Where did
hovering
she
over the
put,
skull.
Where did she put the skull down at?
Can
Just kind of by them.
To Simone.
Just right
Yeah,
by
just-
Simone.
okay.
Move away.
Do with this.
Yeah,
I
I
got
don't know
things
when
to
this
do.
is gonna come back alive.
Yeah.
How far
I
away do
use
you
the
want to move?
bonus action?
There's a mass.
Okay.
Well, the stairs. The other one.
Stuck.
I want to move away.
Uncomfortable.
Sammy's gonna go ahead and follow you, tiredly, leaning against the mass. What did you want to do? Simone?
I want
Oh,
to
she's
just
over here.
bonus action.
She's been over here.
Talk to these two
Go ahead. Yeah.
and say just put it in Shaggy's bag. We can deal with it tomorrow.
She jumped over, I guess.
We'll be alive tomorrow.
From the beginning of that.
I already suggested that also. There's a big hole.
I'm gonna.
I say we've already killed it this many times. It probably won't.
I don't think you're gonna be able to put it in my bag. I'm not on the ship.
Can I
We
hear
would have
you?
known.
Can I hear
I'm turning around to go get you.
Oh,
You're
are
not
you-
turning. The ship is.
You're not
Yeah,
saying-
you have, what you're
Sorry.
neglecting to realize is
Simone, are you talking?
I swam
out
through.
loud?
I am
through
talking
the-
out loud, but you guys are all running downstairs.
debris-
No, I wasn't.
She's
running.
actually
I'm not
just-
running
she's right
downstairs.
here.
I
Okay.
just gave.
You hear me,
You're gonna be
but
able to go
Okay.
that way.
I wasn't sure if you were
okay.
talking out
I think
loud.
it's
Either way, I'm talking mainly to the cats, but I am speaking out loud too.
Okay.
Because I don't know how this
Two of them.
technopathic thing works.
Technopathic.
So,
So everything you think in your head, you
Calm
just
down.
say out loud.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's the way I've been playing it. You haven't noticed that?
I would like to.
I'm like a
him
grandma that
with
doesn't
my-
understand how
with,
Facebook
like,
message
my
works.
Be able to talk back thing.
Reaction.
I want him to be able to hear me say, "That's a terrible idea. You have to go through a ship that's still in the middle of sinking to get to me." 'Cause-
Don't worry, the ship will take it.
Okay. Alright.
It's already got a
Trying to go
hole.
through them, or are you going like around the derelict ships?
What?
Are you trying
Wait,
to go? Are you trying
all
to turn
the
and go
derelict
through
ships?
those ships, or are you
Yeah.
trying to go
On
around
fire?
all these?
I'm trying to go toward the ship that the turtle has.
At one point,
He's
they all been
basically
catching
on the
fire.
opposite
Only
When I
side
caught
of
all
the
of
derelict
them on
ships that are on
fire.
fire.
Yeah.
So are you trying to like cut through these?
There was a third
No, I'm not going to cut through those
You're
ships.
kind of
I'm going to sweep
swinging
around
Got it. Okay.
because we're
No,
faster
he's
speed
right.
anyway. But I'm going to swing by him to pick him up.
So,
Because he's faster
Yeah,
than
well,
that
he
shit, but
He
not
can
our
actually
shit.
no. He's as fast as your
He's
ship.
got a point. We're just
Because
My
of his-
statement still stands.
because of
He's
his,
faster than
his
that
swimming
shit,
thing.
but not
So many
ours.
hands. Yes, Nova.
sorry,
There was another
had-
ship
yeah.
that no one has ever gotten on.
that wasn't on fire.
There was.
It was two on fire.
It wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it
when we
wasn't.
came up, I will pull up the video. When we came up, he said there's a third ship off to
No,
the
there were
side
a
that is
total of
there was
on
a
fire.
There was a fourth ship.
There was a
Yeah.
fourth ship.
Yeah, there was one that was on fire, already destroyed, falling apart.
Two that were connected and one that was all by itself.
And we
no one
connect to the
touched
one.
the one
No,
that was
there
all
was-
by itself.
No, there wasn't a fourth ship that
It
was.
was.
There was two
It
ships
was.
that we brought and three ships that were there already.
Hang on,
there was-
DM. What
there
is
were-
the
Yeah.
what is the answer?
4 ships.
How was there four?
Two connected, because there were 4 ships in that battle.
Mhm.
2 and 2. 2 connected. One that was split open, which wasn't on fire once you actually got there. It just looked on fire from the
Okay.
distance.
That's right.
And then there was another ship that was not, that no one ever set foot on. There didn't seem to be any undead on, and we're just, you're not sure what's happened to it because it's on the other side of the flaming ships now.
I'm going to head towards
I think what you're getting confused is he used that other ship
I used that
as
for you guys
the
for a while.
reference tool
Yes.
for the
Yeah.
other
Because I didn't,
there.
I
the ship you guys were on.
That's
I
right.
did not have
My bad.
maps ready for you guys to split the party and have 2 completely different combats.
That was
I'm
silly.
going to head there.
That's
why you
your
wouldn't
bad.
expect
That, I mean, so as you guys swing around, that would take you past that ship as you guys are swinging
And
around.
as I'm running off the ship, y'all hear the large
you-
bell just thong.
Or are you running over?
Yeah, I'm running,
You're
just
just
going to
jumping
the
off the
ship,
ship?
towards the ship where I thought the last ship,
You gonna-
the last standing ship
Think
is.
man that shit by yourself?
Okay,
Gotcha.
so ding, 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 the
Just
bell
gonna
hits
use
the ground.
Gust the entire himself. Go, please.
So you are thinking about that ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you drop the bell, ding, there is a flash that covers the entire ship, and all of a sudden the entire ship and appears right next to the other one.
I can't hear the map, it's just muffled in.
You get the idea that this bell only works if it is touching a ship. Like you are mid jump, and all of a sudden you feel that weird sensation, and just that ship is right in front of you.
It's only working if it's touching a ship.
And you immediately start to move past that ship because you guys are at about 60 feet right now. So you immediately start to go past that ship, and you just see it. You do get a good look. That ship looks to be in a pretty good. Like it took some shrapnel and whatnot. There's some holes and things like that, but it's actually in better shape than your ship right now
on
that's
deck
taking
now?
on water.
My ship.
I'm gonna be like, my new ship!
Yeah, you managed to get back up top.
I'll take
on the
that
deck,
ship! I'll take
I'm all
that
the way
ship!
come back up. You
I have the
that
case.
little case.
Whoa, how did we get here? There's a new ship.
You are continuing to follow
I'll sell
them.
that
You are
ship.
gaining, but it's slow.
New
That's
ship.
fine.
New
I
ship.
don't know how far.
Okay.
Dora,
New
my
ship.
first mate! We have a new ship!
I have.
Ship! Oh yeah, take care of the skull.
Oh, skull.
You guys are nowhere near the skull anymore. I don't know why that's a concern.
It was on the.
It's
The
all
skull
dead.
is
But
sitting.
The boat
The skull is-
teleported.
with
the
the
skull
skull
went with
on it.
The skull wasn't on it. You
Yeah,
said
but-
the skull rolled off.
I
No,
should've
you
got
got
it.
it.
Grabbed it.
That was the
She's-
whole-
That's how I saw the whole.
What are you doing on
She
your
wasn't
phone?
playing.
I
You need to
wasn't
take
playing
something
for
different.
forever.
Stay off your phone and pay attention.
I was
After
playing
she
for
became
one turn.
right, and then
You
she
were
dove
playing
off
for-
and grabbed the skull.
You
The skull is on the ship.
Okay, we're gonna
watch
ignore
the show
Shaggy
later.
because
No
he's
Shaggy.
too busy on social media. So yes,
Yeah, it's not
it is
social
on,
media.
It is on your ship. It is literally the skull is sitting next to Samoan's feet.
That's
Okay.
terrible.
That's
That's
where
where I
she
said
said
it,
it,
and then I said
and
I
she
gotta go
walked
deal with some
away.
things.
I'm gonna go get
Let me
it
know when I'm down
and
in
put
the
it
hole.
into the thing and lock it.
Let me
so
know
you
when
put
I
it in the
lock it.
case.
That's a weird.
You
I
lock.
don't want this
Oh wait,
ad.
no, the case is no more.
It's a very weird.
Yeah, the case
The
exploded
case doesn't exist.
the last time.
Oh.
I forgot that's what you. That's I didn't wasn't factoring. That's what you went for, because you
I'm
put
gonna
it in
roll
there,
all
and
of
when
my
it came back,
characters.
it fireballed it.
Okay.
So I was here the entire time. Nothing ever happened.
Yes, you were here the entire time, so you did.
I
You did
watched all of
experience
it.
the ship teleport, so you knew that the ship teleported.
I'm gonna think real hard. And I'm gonna think stupid turtle, stupid turtle, stupid turtle. Hit it again.
On the
Nothing
boat.
happens.
The boat?
Nothing happens. Nope.
No, nothing.
There's the shimmer that you had noticed each other time. Nothing happens to it. There's no shimmer this time.
You broke it.
Just think about the boat.
As a reach.
That
It has a recharge. I'd like to go over to Sammy since I never left. At all.
Okay. Yep.
I would have just walked over to Sammy and been like, hey, you should
In that
have
case,
some
I
health
still have the
potions. You said what?
Okay.
Yes, you still have the skull. It's just sitting at your feet like
No,
a pet rock.
I've picked it up
Oh,
and
you
I'm
picked it up?
sailing with it.
Let me know when
You're
I'm in
looking
my
at it
hole
like
area.
Captain Sparrow's compass. Where should I go?
Okay, yeah. So at this point, you are now in your
Get
hole.
that stupid turtle.
You go down to the bottom deck where it's underwater.
Do
and
I
you
roll
see
or should I roll?
about a half dozen of your crew are frantically trying to patch holes as water is just pouring into your ship.
Use some materials from the I can't speak.
I'm gonna hand her.
Next question. Does Owlbear follow me?
Owlbear? Sure. You said that you hollered at him when he came down with you.
What
His
else
bloody
do
mess
we
self.
have down there?
I mean, you guys have supplies to patch the ship. The main one who would work on patching the ship
What happens? I don't know where he
is
is.
floating in the ocean about 100 or 120 feet currently.
I asked if Cobb was on the ship.
It's
Not
not
Cobb.
Cobb.
Joey.
Joey's our.
Joey.
Joey's the carpenter.
All right,
Cog is the
I'm
thief.
going to pick. Is there a
No,
hammer?
Cog's not a thief.
Yeah, you
he's
can
a
find hammers and stuff,
storefront.
no problem.
He's-
Like there's
It's
equipment
honest
down there.
business.
The
Yeah,
crew
that's
that's
what all
working
the
on
guys
patching,
say.
they're trying their best to patch. They
I'm
they
just
have
saying.
hammers and stuff that you can
All
use.
right, I'm gonna pick up a hammer.
Oh no.
Huh?
I'm gonna
Any,
concentrate real hard, and I'm gonna go.
They are a
I
lawful
I'm gonna flip the hammer on my fingers
chaotic good.
with style, and I'm gonna start doing what he did. I'm just gonna toss wood and hit. Toss wood and hit.
Dexterity check.
Okay.
Open up a free.
I'm good at you.
Hammer and wood.
This is how you fix things.
17.
I've seen that on video games. So while you aren't able to like just one shot the nail, it takes you a couple, but you are able to not smash one of your thumbs and
Or a bigger
damage
hole
yourself.
into the.
And you start helping. You start helping them.
I'd
patch
like
the
to
ship.
holler, look for tar or dirt.
In the
Tar
freaking
dirt.
ocean.
Look for tar dirt.
She's
Would I know?
an adult. She knows how ships work.
Would I know if the direction that we're actually heading, that the ship that the turtle is taking,
You just gave
is
me
that
cancer.
heading away from Rickety's or toward Rickety's?
Just all
It would
the
actually be
mental
heading
anguish.
towards Rickety's.
Tar.
Okay.
Tar dirt.
Since I've been here the whole time, I would have given Sammy 3 regular health potions Just kind of
Okay.
tap her and be like, thank you for helping.
Roll,
You look
let me know
real
how much
sad.
all. Oh, do you just hand them to her? You don't like
Yeah.
feed them to her? Okay.
No, she's
She's just
standing.
gonna
She
go-
can feed herself. I'm
she
sure
is not
she's got
going
it.
to. She's gonna pop one of those.
I was gonna say, if she doesn't pop at least one of them, I'm taking
She's
them all.
gonna go ahead and pop one because she's at 9 HP.
Okay, that's fine. I don't know why she didn't do it beforehand. She already had 2 of them on her.
Because she'd been using her actions for other stuff.
Okay.
Right.
No, I meant since combat has ended, why she didn't do it already.
Where is Sammy?
She's standing right next to me, next to the mess.
Kind of want a bonus action to tell the rest of the
Can I-
other cats that you guys realize he's going towards Ricky's, right?
Can I run over to Midora and hold my hands out?
Deal with the skull.
Me too.
He can head when he wants to. We need him here.
Yeah. So she comes and just, me too? You hand her
I look pretty
Hand
beat
her
up.
It's just like gum, man, I swear. You take one piece out and everybody wants some. Here you go.
Okay. And you are currently, your ship is currently pointed towards Rickety's.
I give you 2 of them. Oh, also.
Thank you.
Anything else specific you guys are doing?
Um,
I'm gonna go off and go
Wait.
into the new ship that I can just call down.
Okay, so as you guys appeared, your ship is still moving because it's still maintaining the speed it was at, which you guys were at about 60. You weren't at full speed yet. So do you try to just go and jump off as you start to pull away onto the other ship?
Yeah, why not? They'll stop.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check.
I would like to,
Hey, has anybody seen the giant?
I would like to go down to where she is. Start
I
fixing
would
the,
like to use enhance ability on myself.
This right here,
Okay.
this dice is gonna be your body. Man.
except instead of
Bad
hammering stuff, I'm going to use mending.
Okay. Takes a long time, but okay, because it's a minute per little section.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I don't
mine's
have
actually
mending, so-
fixing.
Good job.
What is your athletics check?
I don't want to risk hurting myself or making a bigger hole in the ship because I
14.
can't hammer things.
All you have to do.
The ship is already moving. It is enough for you to clear there. You're not on your feet when you land on the other side. You kind of tumble and roll, but you're able to quickly stand up. You don't take any damage. So you are now on the other ship. This one does have several cannons.
Several cannons.
Yeah, it has more. It's more heavily armed than yours than the tribe currently.
Nice.
There are actually 8 cannons on that other ship.
It's muffled.
I want to go to Captain's Yeah,
Oh, it's so great.
I'm just gonna get a head start.
All right. Yeah.
Counting cannons, captain's quarters. I'm gonna go towards the captain's quarters.
You go to open the door and it seems to be locked.
Strength. Just, I will try to pull the door off.
Make a strength check.
I can't use thieves' tools. And we're going to Rickety's, so
Fair enough.
I will personally
Well,
pay
we're
for
going
this
to Rickety's.
door.
I'm not sure how you're getting there because you're just one man on a ship by yourself.
By yourself.
But
You saw me leave.
I didn't.
18.
I'm
You were able
downstairs.
to.
I'm
break
joking
the
it
door
up in
open.
here.
We're gonna go ahead and use this ship
Maybe you can find Joey.
for this.
Now, I have a question. How much of a mask is the mask I'm wearing right now?
It's a full mask.
Would I be able to put another mask on?
I mean, step over it, right?
It is a mask.
Because your mask,
And
it
it
doesn't
forms to
look
my
like a
face.
mask. It just basically changes because it melds to your face. That's why it takes damage to rip it off.
Okay.
So yes, you
Detect
can take-
magic mask.
Okay, so you break the door open.
Did you just put it
As you do that, as you
I got a
break
mask
the
on
door
a
open,
mask.
you put the mask on.
Man, a
So
thousand
you
faces.
are right here.
Right, he's 3.
Oh no.
One of these days, he's gonna wake up and the mask is just gonna be painted. Just with a silly face.
So you remember, as soon as you break the door open, you remember that the other 2 ships you got on
Oh my
were
god.
full of undead.
But only after you break the door.
And they just kept coming.
Wouldn't they
Until-
stop? We own the bell. I own the bell. I struck it. They're mine. They're mine zombies now.
Never mind.
I am the captain.
They will pilot my ship
So
because
we think-
I rung the bell.
No, because you were not there for when her blast of divine energy went out. So you were not aware that that's why the undead stopped coming. So yeah, you're unaware that the undead were swarming the other ships. So you break that door open, and suddenly there is a room packed full of them, just standing there, not doing anything, and all of a sudden, they look at you, and their little eyes, like half of their eyes are like sunk in and dead, and they get real wide. And they start shuffling towards you.
As soon as I see them, I'm running the other way. Well, as soon as I sense them, I'm running off the ship.
Wouldn't he have sensed
Start
them
digging
before
the
he
pit.
opened the door?
Nope, because it's completely blocked in.
Okay.
So it
Start
works
dinging
kind
the
of
bell.
similar like
I'm
to
your
sonar
captain.
or something like that. To where if it's completely blocked, he can't sense it. He just senses that there's a thing there. Go ahead and make a dexterity check to
Those
see
things all of a sudden became
how quick you
He's
are.
running around going,
Ooh, that's a nat 18. So that zombie is going to get to take this one is going to take a swing at you as you open the door, and it's just like right there, and you pull back and it's
what is it with everybody splitting up?
that's an 11. So you
Hey,
just
me
break
and
the door
Noah are
open,
together.
block it, kind of push it in with your shield, and you're like, I'm out, and you start to immediately back away.
No,
You guys-
not back away. I'm off the ship. No.
Oh, you're just okay.
Moving over the ship.
It's not my ship anymore.
Like, bad idea.
You can't close the door.
This door is broken.
So this ship would have been here. Actually, technically, no, it would have been here because the ship was pointing the other way. Yeah, so you jump off and you see your ship is now far enough away that it is like you can't jump back onto your ship. So you jump off into the water and you see your ship starting to go. I want everyone. So, are you still on up here, up on the ship,
Who's at the helm right now?
Iris?
Yeah.
So Iris,
Yoda? I don't know why Yoda is at the helm.
yeah, Iris and
Simone.
Simone, go ahead and make perception checks to see if you saw him jump off and then like jump back up
What
to
about
see if either
Sandy?
of you saw this.
Again, you assume that people can see you do things.
What about Sandy?
Just make it one.
And out of everybody,
Make
she'd
it
be
hit in
the
the
one that
water.
would be
Shake
washing her
the
big
ship a
old.
little bit.
That is an 11.
Sadly, she does not have.
Seeing the ship, the ship should just rock a little bit.
Okay,
when
that's
it
an 11, so you do not see it.
I am that
16.
large.
A 16. With a 16,
I am large and blue.
you notice
There's
him
no
jump
reason.
break that
Jumping
door
in the water.
open, and all of a sudden you just notice him just run and
She
jump
saw me
off the ship.
Off the ship.
You don't see what's in the room. Sadly, Sammy had to roll at disadvantage because she does not have any kind of night vision, and she wasn't actually paying attention. She got a 20 and a 2,
Oh god.
so she didn't see anything. So Iris, you do see him jump off, break that door open, and then all of a sudden just sprint and jump back off the ship into the water towards you guys. He's about 30 feet behind you as your ship is sailing on.
I guess I'm gonna say, Simone, should we wait for the giant?
I guess so.
I mean, I could sneak the ship and make y'all wait for it.
Right.
Shatter breaks all things.
I will tell them to lower one of the sails to make us go a little slower.
To slow.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, I think it's just after 10, so it's a good time to end, and then we'll finish up your guys' whatever you're doing with the turtle. I'm just heading towards Rickety's.
All I saw is
You got
he
it,
left.
patient.
One, he didn't talk to us for the last 2 whole combats we had, and then all of a sudden he's better and leaving without talking to anybody.
He actually, none of you saw it, because none of you had high enough perception. So this is post-game, but he actually came up with a new little shoulder-mounted thing. Like, he comes up all excited, and all the bad guys were dead. So he just got on the ship, continued going where you guys were going, because it's just like, whatever.
Did he
Doesn't
mean
care.
to ram our ship or?
He didn't ram.
He
our
didn't
ship.
ram it.
Oh.
That happened a lot.
They rammed it when they were going straight for you, and then everyone driving decided to go ahead and just
I
jump
didn't
onto
ram
the
it.
other
I
ship.
have not piloted a boat once.
I told him not to do it. and
I told him not to do it.
They were set on let's either blow this ship up or
Oh, you're talking
wreck
about
it into another
and
ship.
then the turtle. Those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, let's wreck the ship with all our valuable
No,
stuff.
no,
Everyone who was running
To
it
be
left,
fair,
and so the ship
we
just kept
were-
going.
a ghost ship, and I own the ghost.
To be fair, you were trying to wreck the ship that had all the valuable stuff.
We were trying
This is why we
to
can't
use
have
it
nice
as
things.
a-
We break on nice things to get
You were
nice things.
trying to
No,
wreck the
correct.
ship.
That's the one that set my ship on fire.
Yeah, now we're
I could have just let you die with the
Set
zombies.
it on fire.
Wait, we're out of game. Why am I still talking like Simone? I could have let you just die with the zombies.
Okay, that's gonna wrap
She
us up
would
for the
have
night,
died.
guys. We will see you next week.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we'll probably go ahead and do this one next week. I want to do your one off soon, but I
Okay.
want to finish up this little
Understood.
section because
Fire
we're
good.
almost finished off. So, I'm happy that Shaggy didn't kill anyone, and your
Took me
skull
a
nearly
shark
killed
bait.
you again.
It just took me hard to
That was literally just a
Skull
random
nearly killed.
weak
Yeah.
enemies that'll screw players over. Like a video I watched, and I was like, oh, a flaming skull, that looks fun.
So
I'll put it in a box.
I do want during that downtime that it's still broken. I do want to